Hey, y'all. Listen, welcome to the building. We're here for our recap of Married to Medicine. I had to look at my notes, okay? Our recap to Married to Medicine. It was the season finale. And the season finale was, okay, it was, So I'm hoping that this 3-part reunion, because they're still in 3 hours of our life, right? I'm hoping that this 3-part reunion gives us a little bit more. And even though the finale was, there are some good tidbits that we're going to have to talk about. I'm going to bring, this is my YouTube son here, okay? One of my YouTube sons, Sebastian Shade, is in the building. And Sebastian actually helped me out. Because before, remember, guys, I couldn't figure out why the avatars wasn't showing on the screen. But Sebastian helped me. So here we are. Okay. So Sebastian's in the building. Hey, Toria.
Hey, Toria. Both of my mothers are here.
Great. How are you, sweetie pie?
I'm good. How are you?
Hey. Good. And listen. Hey, Toria. Listen, I'm healing some battle wounds here. I just left my girl D. I just left my girl. I'm saying D, but I just left my girl Sherelle, and they threw tomatoes at me. They was throwing bottles at me. They was throwing sticks at me.
I couldn't get in. I was trying to get in to help you.
Oh God, Tori, you needed to save me, okay?
I was in the backstage forever. She forgot about me. I'm gonna get her tomorrow. I'm gonna
get her tomorrow. Once Sherelle gets heavy backstage. It's hard. Yes. Thank you guys. Hit that like button as you come in. We about to get this in. Divine intervention. Married to Medicine recap, the season finale, and they were still at Blue Ridge Mountain. Before we get into this episode, Jackie and Dr. Simone, they did this trip. They organized it, right? What are we giving this trip? What are we giving this trip? I mean, I guess we're gonna go from should we go 1 to 5 or 1 to 10? What are we giving this trip? What are we giving Simone and Jackie for this trip? This it's supposed to be, what was it? Retreat, relax,
relationship resuscitation retreat.
Yeah, whatever
that's what
that was. Whatever that was. Resuscitation. Well, we didn't resuscitate Contessa and Dr. Heavenly, okay? So what do we give? You giving it a 4? Derby Diva, you gave it an 8. All right, okay, you gave it an 8. April, you're saying a 4. Yeah, okay, 2, you saying a 6.5. Every year they are trying to heal something. You know what? Every year they trying to heal something. Okay, Tony, we got a 7. Flip, we said a 7. Kimberly, we said a 5. You know what? I think Philly in the building. All right, Michelle. Hey. Okay, we got another 5. We got a 3.5. Yeah, I'm shaky. You know what? I'm ready to lower the grade because of that darn, what was the erotic educator and sex goddess? Girl, bye. Taylor, we gonna get into it, but I'm almost ready to lower the grade because of this darn Taylor, but we're gonna see. Miss G said a 6. We got a 9, we got a 7. -1 tied to Dr. Fake and Dr. Fake 1 and Dr. Fake 2. You talking about Dr. Jackie and Dr. Simone? I'm trying to tell you. See, Fifi, don't start early on, right? Simone needs to heal from Tammy.
I think they did better at BravoCon than they did with this trip.
They probably did, right? Yes, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. So, okay, so here's the thing. You ready, King? I'm gonna bring you up. You ready? Okay. All right. How you
Monster.
doing?
I'm
Hey,
good. How you
hey.
doing?
Doing well. Okay, so let's talk about how all of these people got to bring some type of therapist, right? But can we get a therapist that we didn't find on Google? I don't know who this teller was and where she came from. She's an erotic educator and sex goddess. Now, come on, Dr. Jackie, you found this lady, and you know there's a lot of problems with some of these relationships. Why would you bring a chick that says it's okay to have a husband and three boyfriends? I'm like, Jackie, you getting the F. And that's why I'm ready to lower the rating on this freaking trip. Because, excuse me, I was like, why is she here? Why is Taylor here? She got a husband. She got three boyfriends. She's a sex goddess. She was a whole hot, complete mess. And I wasn't really here for her and her education that I feel she gave no education on, right? Tell these couples how to love one another, okay? Tell these couples how to get along with their mates. And don't tell these couples how they should add a third party in their two-party situation. What do we think about this Taylor, the erotic educator and sex goddess? She got on my nerves. But Sebastian, did you like her?
Immature. Okay, I'm gonna say my words. It's just three words: immature, dumb, and phony.
Yes.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, 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 no. Absolutely not. I am not a fan of polyamory. I am not a fan of polygamy. No, absolutely not. You know how many STDs you can get out there from that? Like, come on now.
Right.
Like, especially the fact that HIV and syphilis is on the rise of this country. And Dr. Jackie, you're an OBGYN. And Simone, shame on y'all to have someone who's promoting this type of culture. Shame on y'all.
Shame on the two. You know what, Sebastian, you are correct. Shame on the two OBGYNs that you going to bring this chick in here promoting the dismantle of marriages. Toria, what did you think?
Dr. Jackie, she the one that got her. She's the one that needs to. Something's going on with her and her husband. That's all I can say. But I'm telling you, years
Ooh.
ago, there was this skit that this guy did. He was a comedian, and he showed you like someone talking, right, and showed like little things popping up in his head, and how when you sleep with somebody, you sleep with every person. Okay, say you sleep with a lady, you sleep with the person she slept with before, and whatever how many girls that dude that she slept with. And it was like this whole scenario how you sleeping with one person and you don't know their sexual past.
History.
You're sleeping with every single person that they all slept with,
They
and the
call it soul
diseases.
ties. They call it soul
and
ties.
and she is supposed to be a doctor, and she said she got the lady. Simone didn't. She said she did. What was she thinking about? And the only one that was for it was Toya. Did you hear her?
I
I'm like,
uh I
girl, please
uh
sit
uh
your tail down. You're
Toya
still
acts like
throwing your
she's
husband under the
sexually
bus.
deprived. Yeah, Toya acts like she's sexually deprived. Let me read this. Miss Gigi said, "Hello, GHD and everybody. You are so right, GHD. That erotic educator was not. She was not needed. She brought nothing to these couples but mess. A whole bunch of mess. Jackie should
That's
be
it.
ashamed of herself for bringing this woman.
Yep.
Ashamed. It was deplorable. Just nasty all around. Okay, yes, King. What do you
I
have to
agree,
say
Miss
about
Gigi.
this erotic educator and sex goddess?" Listen, I don't judge anybody, but sex goddess, she was not. But go ahead.
Oh,
Yeah, she definitely was not a goddess in any way. Uh, I'm agreeing with everybody. Actually, it was really, to me, it was weird at first. She looked a
Yeah.
little weird, and then when she started talking about herself, she came weird. And especially when we got to the point where, the fact that Jackie had actually done what looked like an online interview with the woman, and she felt the need to let us know that she doesn't necessarily agree with everything that the woman says or stands for. but still brought her there. I think Jackie was trying to she thought that was going to be entertaining for us as the viewers. That was entertaining, and you shouldn't want anybody like that speaking to, Curtis with his history. And the worst part was watching her and Curtis do their little thing. No, that was nasty.
That was disgusting. But not only that, Jackie, you know what you brought this lady here for. Why did you wear a skirt to that scene? It was just a whole hot mess. And why does Toya just act like she just never has sex with her husband? I mean, come on, girl.
We can't
pushing
forget
us towards this rumor and making us believe this rumor is true.
But we can't forget what she said. Now, we can't forget Toya said she didn't know it didn't get any bigger after marriage. So maybe she is
not satisfied. That's why she's jealous of Anila, because Anila got a good home, has the finances, and gets satisfied at night.
Well, maybe that box of toys might help them that the lady gave them. Maybe they can help. She can help her husband with that. But Toya is a hot mess, and I'm really sick of her throwing that man to the wolves. Every episode, she criticizes his manhood. It's not been one episode this season we haven't seen where she talked about her husband with sex.
Not one. You are correct. You are correct, Toria. And Michelle said, especially when the lady said she had a husband and 2 boyfriends. No, she said a husband and 3 boyfriends.
Boyfriends.
Disgusting. I gagged. I was like, ew. And you like, how is this? Why would we like this? Why are you here? I would rather you would have came and told these couples how to be kind to each other, how to love each other, how to get more intimacy between them. Not saying that after 12 years you get this itch and now you do whatever little nonsense word she used. She was ridiculous and she got an F. And that's why Dr. Jackie and Dr. Simone grade was lowered for this trip. They was never going to get a 10 for me because they don't know how to do anything right, especially Dr. Jackie. You want to say you want healing on this trip, but then you allow people to just speak to each other in your kind of way, and you coddle Heavenly because she's your friend. But
no. We're not gonna go on Heavenly yet.
Thank you, Sebastian.
All the angels aren't here yet. You gotta wait for all the angels to arrive. Then y'all can go on Heavenly because it's gonna be around.
Thank you for speaking up, Sebastian. I knew you was going. Heavenly is my birthday twin, and tonight there will be no Heavenly slander.
Y'all Heavenly angels, we gonna get in it today because you know what? When somebody's wrong, they wrong, and we got to talk about it. But listen, the guys on all of these shows, right? The guys are chilling. The guys were smoking the cigars. They started discussing Taylor, and Eugene was like negative. He wasn't here for it. He ain't like her. He said she could have went wherever she needed to go. What is Dr. Jackie husband name again? What's his name? Curtis. Curtis was cool with it and backing it up because his boo is the one that brought that nonsense to the building for them to see. Okay, most of the ladies said no, they do not want another person in their marriage. This is where I always respect Dr. Heavenly because she knows how to treat a marriage. And she said, listen, it's me and Daddy. That's it. Okay, ain't nobody else coming between me and Daddy. This where Toya got crazy. Okay, and listen, she said, please don't judge me. But maybe they did it so that they could stay together for the family. And that's when Quad started shading her, saying, you know what, Toya already cheated. Eugene just doesn't know. Okay. Simone gave some good advice during that moment. She said, listen, because this is true, any relationship, right? You're going to have your highs, you're going to have your lows. But you got to be willing, if you really do care about each other and love each other, you got to be willing to hang in there, okay? And then Dr. Jackie, she commended Toya for making up with Anila and Audra, right? She wanted Contessa and Dr. Heavenly to make up, but that's when things went all the way to the left. And why did it go left, guys? Because of your girl, Dr. Heavenly. Dr. Heavenly doesn't know when enough is enough. She doesn't know when to shut her mouth, point blank period. She don't know when to shut her mouth because Contessa was cool. She said, listen, me and Heavenly, we're in a place where we got to agree to disagree. Okay, I'm paraphrasing. And she said, it is what it is, but we're okay. And then so Heavenly wants to talk about you're beautiful, you're good enough, you don't have to deal with this. And that's when Contessa lost her mind and said, you want to stay out my marriage and keep my marriage out of your mouth. And here's the thing, guys, right? When you tell a friend something in your weakest moment, your friend shouldn't be using that against you. Heavenly lovers, what do you have to say?
I want to go first. First of all,
Mm-hmm.
I had to write some stuff down before I spoke because it's gonna be a lot. First, who's the one who is telling Heavenly how she was uncomfortable, how she's considering a divorce, how she's not feeling well, how she's the one who's crying all the time about her relationship? Who? It was Contessa.
Contessa.
Okay. Second
To
of
a
all, this
friend,
is
to a
reality
friend.
TV.
Oh wait,
This is
Sebastian, I'm gonna let you finish, but marinate on this what Flip said. Heavenly loves to hear herself talk. Go ahead.
as she should, because people should love to hear themselves. Um, Second of all, we're on a reality show. Your whole life is supposed to be out here. Okay? Your whole life.
Mm.
Anything about your life. This is reality TV. You cannot be hiding stuff. And also, we can't forget, Contessa probably has Stockholm syndrome. You know, she got emotionally aided by this man, mentally aided as well. And I wouldn't put it past him to be physically aiding her also. I wouldn't put it past him. And she's probably scared to talk about it. She's
Tiffany,
probably
thank
scared.
you. Wait, hold on,
I need,
Sebastian. Tiffany, thank you. Dr. Heavenly was picking and plucking at
oh
Dr.
God.
Contessa. She wouldn't let up.
Can I
Yes,
say something?
Contessa trusted her friend. Go ahead. I'm just trying to let you know
Okay,
that people are connecting and understanding with Contessa. But go ahead.
another thing is, since Contessa has a backbone all of a sudden, where was this backbone last season when her man was dogging her out? Where was it?
Amen.
Where was it? She should have had it then. She can't be having it now because everyone's discussing what we all saw last season, which was her man's dogging her out. Uh-uh. Contessa gives me
Keyword,
oh,
keyword, Sebastian. Last season. This is a
Mm,
new season where she done, her and her husband done fixed their issues, and
mm,
Dr. Heavenly was supposed to be her friend, and
mm.
she should have just kept her friend's confidence, as I'm sure Dr. Heavenly has told Contessa some things, and that she kept her confidence and haven't let it out.
Amen. Can the church say amen? Go
first
ahead.
of all, I don't know where did you have to did she sign an NDA with Dr. Heavenly? I don't know what law
Well, I know
holds everything that
Dr.
she said.
Heavenly even said on her, I was on Dr. Heavenly Live yesterday, day before yesterday with her, and she said her and Contessa are all
Thank you,
right. They
Tutu.
text each other and tell each other they love each other.
They do. I'm not saying that they don't. Heavenly is a Christian woman. She learned how to forgive Contessa.
And she
She
also said she's messy for TV. And she
she get
admits she was messy.
okay. The whole point is that's what reality TV is. I'm supposed to expose all the dirty secrets and lies that are going out on this on these streets. That's the whole point of reality TV. That's why we love reality TV. We love reality TV because it's raw and it's supposed to be real.
King, let me move on to you.
But you
What
don't
do
have
you
to
have
be
to
mean
say?
about it though.
Hey,
That's what I'm
Lisa.
talking about, Lisa. But King, let me move to you. What was Dr. Henley was dead wrong. I'm your friend. I'm telling you my business. It's a weak moment. Me and my husband went through a little something. I'm talking to you. And Dr. Heavenly, because you claim you are the marriage expert, you and daddy get through everything. Instead of using what I'm telling you to throw it back against me, you should be telling me how to go work it out with my man. King,
No,
you
she
there?
told.
Look, from I'll start off by
Go ahead,
saying
King.
this. I'll start off by saying this. Contessa was it was not really. I don't feel like Contessa was really angry about this, like she portrayed on it. I feel like she was adding on for the show. If we are honest, Heavenly didn't necessarily say anything negative towards Contessa, and she didn't say anything that we couldn't have assumed from last season. And I know, Tori, you said that was last season, but it's convenient that they had all of these marital problems a couple of months before filming, and then she was even at last reunion, she visibly showed that she was having some issues with Scott, and now coming back to this current season, and everything has been rectified so clearly. Uh, I, I just feel like she did that because there was truth to what Heavenly was saying. Was Heavenly wrong for getting on YouTube and telling her friends business? Um, in real life, yes, but two people who star on a reality TV show, no, because your life is open.
Somebody
Mm.
asked Dr. Heavenly on her live, um, don't you listen to what you always hollering about your husband? You respect your husband and you listen to your husband and y'all work everything out. Well, how come you're not listening to your husband and shutting your mouth up when he tells you to shut up? And you know what
That's not
she
what her
said?
husband told her to do. That's not what her
She
husband.
said she's going to say what she want when he ain't around and then do what he says when he is around.
Well,
That's
see,
how it
she,
works.
so she's a little ignorant. But hold on one second,
Ooh,
Royer,
ooh,
Royer, you
ooh.
know I love you. My condolences. And you can reach out if you need anything. So, but
Uh-oh.
Oh,
here's the thing, right? Dr. Henry, listen, I get that you're putting on a show, right? But at the end of the day, it's still your persona that is being portrayed on the TV, of course, for the people. And my thing is that what you really want to do for your personality, for your persona? Are you doing all of this for a check? So at the end of the day, I don't care what anybody say. And if you notice, Dr. Simone had to tell this to Dr. Jackie. And Dr. Jackie, she's size, slick, and messy, right?
She's so
She had
messy.
to
Oh
tell,
my.
she had to tell Dr. Jackie, listen, when a friend tells you something, she said, me and you are never going to agree on this. When a friend tells you something, you shut your mouth. And the only reason why, in my opinion, Dr. Jackie is disagreeing with that, because she know what she did to Buffy.
Mhm.
Yes, she
And
did.
she
mm,
don't
But
want to, and she,
that's what I'm talking about. I
yeah,
not agree. That's what I'm talking about. Don't know. That's why I agree with Simone so much and said. I mean, like, girl, this is my friend. Eva Contessa had said, she said she have Dr. Heavenly have told her some deep down real personal stuff. But she said, you know what she said? I ain't gonna never tell it. Because me and her was friend at the time. I ain't gonna
hello.
never tell it. You know what I'm saying? But you call yourself my friend. You call yourself my friend. I don't care what was going on the show, but don't be kind of talk about me bad when the cameras goes out. But you supposed to be my friend, and that's why Toya got mad. That's why Toya got mad. Toya said, "Y'all supposed to be my friend, and y'all around here talking about you talking about you when you my friend. You talking about you talking about I'm having an affair. I'm having right here having an affair. You can't mess up my family. That ain't cool."
Is not cool at all. And that's why Contessa told her man, I'm sorry I brought her into our life. Okay.
Oh, oh,
Hey,
oh.
hey,
Hi, Diva. What's good, panel and
what's going
chat?
on, hon? How are you?
Hello.
Hey,
I am
hey,
excellent.
Curse.
Hey,
Hey,
curves.
Lisa. Hey,
hey,
Shay.
Curves.
Hey,
Hey,
Toria.
Curves.
Who's
Hi,
that dude right
Queen.
there in the corner with the glasses? Who that is? Up
King.
top.
King Sankar. Sanka.
Good. King.
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
What's
Okay.
up?
So,
Another
Sorry,
heaven.
Royer, for your loss. I'm very sorry, Royer, and
oh my
prayers be
God,
with you.
something happened to Royer.
Yeah,
A
his
friend
friend
of his.
Oh my
passed
God,
away.
Royer. Cyber
Yeah.
hugs, dude. I love you. I'm sorry. Oh my
Hmm.
gosh. But I feel like Contessa and Toya are in an alliance, a very obvious alliance, because they don't like each other
Mm-hmm.
any other day of the week. But the week that they're hating on Heavenly, they love each other. So,
Yup.
not to mention the
But
fact
see, the both of them
that
got the same. But see, both of them got the same problem. It's heavenly talking. What to me? She
Okay,
supposed to be my
okay.
friend. Heavenly. I'm gonna tell you something. And I'm so tired. And I mean, if you supposed to be my friend, Kurt, I'm gonna tell you like this right here. And I don't
Okay.
care nobody. This how I believe how friend for friendship supposed to be.
That's
You know
good
what I'm
to
saying?
hear.
Because I've been in both of them situations. I'm telling you like this. And I hate to learn myself. When your friend tell you something,
Yeah.
you don't go back and tell the whole wide world. Especially
Okay.
something deep down in personal secrets. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's
So,
what she
okay.
did. And
I
yeah,
hear
yeah,
you. I hear you, Lisa.
I understand this all this right here. Yeah, I say something to the. I say I put it out there to the world, but you supposed to be my friend.
Yeah.
Supposed to be my
So,
friend.
as your
And
friend,
when the camera was down,
as your friend,
when the camera was out, she should have told Contessa. Contessa, shut
okay.
your
But
darn mouth about your
as
husband.
her friend, she did tell Contessa, STFU, about your marriage if you don't want people talking about it. And then
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Contessa even has a problem with her repeating just that part of the conversation now. Really, Contessa? I thought you was in a volatile relationship. That's what you and Scott set up and said, told the world together, side by side, a number of seasons. Your words, not Heavenly's, not mine. For a number of seasons, we've witnessed your guys' interaction. We witnessed your dude last semester. The only reason people think Scott's doing good this season, the only reason people think it is because the nigga he didn't say nothing. What did Scott say this season? He was so silent because he didn't want to give anybody any ammunition about his volatile statements.
Preach,
And
Curse.
so
Mm.
But
Y'all,
she
Allowed
did.
y'all
But
need to
she did
stop.
say they
him
went to
to turn
counseling.
around and
She
try
said
to
they
blame
went to counseling
Heavenly.
though,
But
Cuz.
I'm not gonna wait just a
She
second.
said they
For
went to
them to try to
Wait,
counseling.
blame Heavenly,
Lisa, let her finish. Go ahead, Curves.
right? For them to try to blame Heavenly for what they did is gaslighting, at least, okay? And lack of accountability, personal accountability for what they decided to share on TV. Now, you see, the problem a lot of people have with Heavenly is they feel that she keeps her marriage sheltered, that she protects what's important to her, which is her family and her marriage and her kids. So she doesn't let them even, she doesn't say nothing about them that we can use that she said, oh, she said this about them. Everybody else
Mm-hmm.
on that cast does. And now they're mad that they didn't take Heavenly's lead. That's not
Cause
fair.
that's cause
They're
they
on
They're
Dr.
mad
Dad
at
ain't
her
gonna do
because
it.
she goes on YouTube and tells millions that don't that and keeps it up on YouTube. That's what they
it's not
mad about because
Facebook
she
though.
goes on the
No,
YouTube, does
but
it, not only on the show.
if you talk about me on Tuesday and I talk about you on Thursday, we both talked about each other. Why does it matter if I talked about you at work, at church, in my house, or wherever? We both did the same thing. We both did it. Now, just because I happen to have some following and I got 100,000 subs over here in these YouTube streets, now you mad that I got extra people on my team? No, you need to STF you about me, and then I wouldn't have anything to say to my subscribers because I don't even watch the show in real time enough to even catch your confessional gangster ass in real
Ooh,
time. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying? And then when the show finally comes out and I start hearing in the streets what you were saying about me in confessionals, and I have 100,000 subs to go tell, I'm telling. And if you don't want me saying nothing, then you STF you first, so I can lead by your example.
Ooh, Curse, you
And
came
you
to give the
know that?
benediction,
Thank
the
you, Curve.
eulogy, and the benediction.
no, let me tell you something. Don't pass no plate. So then we're not even going there because here's the
But see
thing.
that yeah, you
If
said what
we
you
all
said,
think
but you
about our
said
best friend, right? If we all think about our best friend, we know you tell your best friend everything,
yep.
everything. And you don't expect that you have to sit there and tell your best friend, please don't run my business. You just know when you talking to your best friend, especially in your most vulnerable moments, and sometimes you talk to your best friend about your mate. But you still love your mate. You
Yeah,
still want to be with your mate. You
right.
still going to do with your mate. But this moment at that time when you talking to your friend, you like, girl, like I gotta tell you something, getting on my nerves right now. And the bapa
Right.
happen. If you are a married woman talking to another married person
Mm.
and you going through your rough moment, that's when your girl's supposed to have your back, not kick your back in. Okay?
Yep.
That's when your
Exactly,
girl's supposed to
exactly.
have your back and come and say to you, you know what, boo? I've been there, done that. I done been through a rough moment. Hold on there. That's not the worst that you can ever go through. You don't
But
want
she
to be
didn't
in
say
these streets.
anything.
Wait, hold on. You don't want to be in these streets. You don't want to lose your good thing. Okay. So, but no, what does Heavenly does, even if I repeated it myself in front of people, you know what my good friend should say? Stop telling all these people your business.
She
But
did
instead,
that.
what Heavenly does is she's going to continue and continue and continue
What
and
did
continue
Heavenly?
to repeat her business, okay? And she then at that moment when Contessa was saying to her, Contessa was saying, you know what, we good. We it is what it is with us right now. She gonna still tell her, like, you know, like Contessa's getting beat down in her house. Girl, you good enough.
Yeah,
What are you doing?
because that's friends tell people they're good enough when they're in an abusive relationship. They say things to lift them up when they're in an allegedly abusive relationship from the outside looking in. They say, "Hey, girl, do you know you're worth it? You're intelligent. You're beautiful. You're smart. You strike me as a tougher nail than this dude right here, and you deserve better than homeboy." That's what a real friend does. And everybody keeps acting like Heavenly said something that was secret. Nobody can tell me what Heavenly said that was an extra secret that was shared in confidence. Because if you tell the world, that's not confidence. If you already told the world, that is not, you told me in confidence. And
But
Heavenly
you
was
know
not
what, Curse?
receiving
Okay, so I told the
that.
world. But you gonna keep reminding the world that I said that?
Yeah, if you're going to dog me and try to turn all the other people in my friend group against me and keep on acting like you don't know which side the nickel is brown on, then yeah, I'm going to tell some things.
Shall you
But
and
that,
you
but
and
see, that's the
DD?
difference. See, but see, and see, that's the difference. Because for me, I would just say cut him off. I wouldn't did that. I said, you don't know what you did. Okay, then call me when you find out what you did. I'm done with you. Don't call my number no more, and I'm done. It's over with. Cancel your ass out because I ain't got time for
Vince.
you or your bull. Okay, I'm
Right?
tired of it.
I would love the same magnifying glass that people look through to see Dr. Heavenly and dissect her every word and go back on everybody else in the thing and then come back and tell me if you honestly feel the same way. If you honestly feel that the things Toya has said about Heavenly, that the things Simone and her husband have said about Heavenly, if the things that even Quad has said in the past or Mariah has said in the past about Heavenly are any worse than what Heavenly has done. You guys have to really make me understand what is it
But
about
sometimes, Kurt,
Heavenly
she go
saying
too
it?
far.
What
But
has she
She
how
said
go
is
that?
it
too
all, look,
far.
we all speak English with the alphabet. How is what she says with her alphabet too far than what the other people say?
She does. You
But
go
how?
back at
Tell me
it. She
how.
go back at
How
it.
is it too far? If you already talked about it, and I'm only repeating it, we already said, okay, fine, you wouldn't necessarily do that. But the lady had already, Contessa had already revealed herself as not a friend by the time Heavenly really started going in on this season.
And
Before
and
that,
I'm gonna tell you like this right here. Contessa had one thing. She said one thing, and I like when she and I think this is what she said. You got an opinion about my husband. Keep it to your motherfucker damn self, okay? And
yeah,
I like that. I mean,
yeah.
okay, because you supposed to be my friend. You don't want me to talk about Doctor
Well, and
Daddy
she didn't, but
and get on my opinion
Dr.
about Doctor
Heavenly would have
Daddy.
never gave you ammunition against Dr. Damon. That's my point. That's
And
my
Well,
that
she
man
said
same
she
person.
has
That's what I'm talking
she's
about.
got
Her
secrets
stuff is
that
not
Heavenly
perfect.
done told her,
She
but she
doesn't
just
have no
ain't told it
secrets.
yet.
She doesn't have near a secret on Heavenly, or else her trifling self would have already told it.
No, she
She
yes,
doesn't
she
So
did
have.
too.
she's
She
being a
I
said it.
friend.
She said it
I
on
She
the
she being
trip.
a friend.
seriously,
She
I
said it on the trip
seriously
to
doubt.
Vegas. She
I
said on the trip in
seriously
Vegas. She
doubt.
said we have went deep.
Yeah,
Contessa
they can
said
go
that she said
deep,
we
but
have
I
went
still
deep.
doubt that Heavenly told her anything that's worth like that can be weaponized against her. Heavenly doesn't seem like
And
Luke.
Contessa said, and I never spill it because I thought we was friends.
Yeah, but
Come
Now
on,
when
Lisa.
you know you
Remind the
friend, I'm gonna
people,
tell you
Lisa.
something. You know, regardless
Tessa's
of
a liar
whatever.
though, because she wasn't her friend. Because if somebody is your friend, then you would talk to her and be like, hey, you wouldn't have saved it for the show to make it a problem. That's what
Amen.
Dr. Heavenly said, is that they were fine until they weren't. So that means that Contessa was playing.
But
Contessa is
see,
playing.
So okay, so hold
Contessa.
on, Paige, we're gonna get there, okay? In my Frank Sinatra voice, I did it my way. Thank you, Paige. We gonna get there. Listen, Heavenly said when Dr. Jackie tried to talk that she said I meant every word I said. She's so messy. She's so messy, but you can love her. But the thing is though, right? Tell her, Lisa, I'm trying to tell you. The thing is though, right?
Yeah.
You gotta be able to love a person but know how to check them when they're wrong. So I see that the heavenly angels, they don't know how to check their bull when she's wrong. We can agree that sometimes
I said
Dr.
it was
Heavenly is
messy.
wrong,
I
and
said
y'all
it
need to
was
check
messy
her.
before.
Y'all need to check her because what she did to Dr. Contessa at the relaxation retreat, resuscitation, or whatever, is she smothered her. Okay, it was supposed to be resuscitation. She took the pillow, put it over Contessa's face, and pretty much told her, "Your man is trash. Save yourself. Run. You better than that." Come on now. Now we all know that sometimes relationships go through a rough spot. Then you and your boo, y'all work it out. You understand what I'm saying? And now you're better. So why, if you know, and I tell you that me and my boo is better now, you want to keep plucking up them old stones and throwing them in my face and reminding the world where we messed up? If Contessa is doing so bad, you not telling Dr. Jackie that she needs to leave her man because he cheated. You not keep reminding Dr. Jackie of her cheating man, but in a way, yes, she did. You not keep saying that Simone has Cecil cheated. You're not telling Dr. Jackie how Curtis cheated. You're just plucking away at Contessa and is wrong. Y'all went on vacation together. She's supposed to be your friend.
Yeah. So don't use my friendship as a weapon when we start filming. Just be my friend. Don't make
And
up no.
Dr. Heavenly husband ain't so innocent the way he looks at women's tails and makes comments on them.
Oh, he's innocent, Toya.
He
You
did
ready,
do that.
Juanita? I'm bringing you up.
I'm gonna take you.
He
I
did
believe
do
in where
that
I said more
at
often
her
she was
opening of her shop. He was looking at that girl drop it and he made a comment about her booty.
At least
Oh,
you
I'm
don't
gonna have to
act
go
on
back and
what he
rewatch
looks at,
that.
unlike Scott. Scott, when he
Yeah,
looks at
Scott
something, he
saved the
acts on
picture.
it.
Scott
Okay,
saved-
so hold on. Juanita, you in the building. What do you want to add to this conversation? Because the angels will get
Hi,
my blood pressure
Juanita.
up.
Hey,
Juanita,
Juanita.
you're beautiful.
Juanita.
I have never seen your beautiful face before, Juanita.
You're
You on
muted.
mute. You on mute, Juanita. You on mute.
Okay, I'm sorry. Well, Heavenly is messy. Contessa did put all her business out there. I had to get that to her. She should have just shut her mouth if she didn't want it. But Heavenly do take things a little bit too far. You know, it's a way, uh, like you say, presentation. It's the way that you present things. And it's like when she got mad with him, she kiss my ass and climb a tree.
That was funny.
and couldn't get out the darn door.
That was
Heavenly just say
hilarious.
Heavenly is just Heavenly, and I think it all stems from her childhood. I
Yeah.
think she was abused in school and stuff for her weight and all, and she just, you know,
Uh-oh.
I think Juanita froze. She was dropping little nuggets and she froze. Okay, maybe you back now. Go ahead. Go ahead, Juanita. You're back. You
okay.
froze for a minute.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, and that's just her self defense, you know. But I don't believe she's a bad person. She just talked too much.
She run her mouth too much, right? And so
Exactly.
then Toya and Dr. Heavenly gets in it, and then Toya and Quad get into it. And listen, Quad, Toya told Quad, she said, "You one person that I will never feel sorry for, because you just lie, you tell lies." And
Mm-hmm.
she got Quad so worked up that Quad went on an hour rant,
That was hilarious.
Ridiculous.
okay, and said she did it her way, okay, like
And
Frank
that's a damn
Sinatra.
lie.
Did it
And,
my
and
way.
she said she gave 150K to the contractor, but that doesn't mean you didn't give 150K in
And
you
Kitty
know.
Cat.
And
in-
coochie
No, no,
coupons.
no. If
Coochie
it's worth that
coupons.
much money,
Guilty coupon.
She ain't making that
Coochie
kind of
coupons.
money.
let
I
me say
like that.
something. I want to
I
say something.
believe she gave her booty to that contractor.
Can I
And
say something?
listen, here's the thing.
Exactly.
Why, when Dr. Simone told Quad she's the one that repeated the rumor, Quad didn't have no heat for Simone.
No.
She kept the heat on Toya. Did you notice that?
Yes. Yes.
Dr.
Oh, yeah.
Simone clearly told us, she said, I repeated that rumor. And she said in her confession that she heard it from a reliable source. I almost think she even told Quad that. Quad had no smoke
She didn't
for
want to say
Dr.
anything to Dr.
Simone,
Simone.
but she kept all the smoke on Toya, okay? She
You're
said she
right,
paid
Toya.
150K. She did that. And Simone said, how does a single woman buy a $2.2 million home and do all of them renovations? She said the streets are talking. How did she do it?
Can I go
Coochie
first?
coupons. Coochie
Yeah, you
coupons.
go ahead, Sebastian.
First of all, I want to say this.
Yes.
When Simone made that comment, it was very offensive to single women who are
It
hardworking.
was. I'm
It's
agreeing with
very
you.
offensive to single women who are hardworking and know how to make sure that they have a bag to secure for themselves.
Hello.
Facts.
Okay?
That is facts. That
It
is
is very
facts.
disrespectful.
It
We
was
can't
very
act
disrespectful.
like we can't act like Quad is completely broke. We can't forget that Quad has no kids. Yes, she has her nephew, who I missed this episode. I really want to see him again. Yes, she has her nephew, but the thing is, she never raised the nephew as a baby, and that's the most expensive time to raise a kid is when they're a baby because diapers are expensive. Um, Enfamil is expensive. Similac is expensive. All these little baby things are expensive. She's raising that boy at a mature age. Um, Also, let me say this: if she did sleep with the contractor and gave $150,000 worth of what she has between her legs, then that means what she has between her legs is good. Okay,
Very.
that
That's
means
good.
it's good. If it really could work to give that much of value, that means it's good, child. And that contractor probably never got it from his wife.
Oh,
Listen. Qua said she will not deal with the disrespect. Put some respect on her name, okay? An hour rant. Did you see how Audra was standing there?
oh
Just
yeah.
Baby, 'cause you better be glad I ain't want none of toy, cause I would have ran a baby. You forget, baby, who the hell you talking to, baby dog. You used to be, baby dog. You and even Dr. Your ex-husband said, baby dog, he started taking care of you the first time he ever met you, baby dog. Okay, so don't play stupid, okay. And number one, the one person she said she did her way, you're a damn, and that was my wife, baby dog. My wife took care of her tail when her husband and her cousin, when her boyfriend went to jail, they were paying car notes and high rents and stuff for her because she had no place to live and stuff. Come on now. She the one who put on. You ain't do it your damn way. You a damn lying. Please, I know you got some alimony from that damn man. You got some alimony from that damn husband.
No, she
Okay, so you
don't.
didn't
How
do it
she was
your way.
requesting alimony?
No. She said I did it right to stand still because every time when she was on Sister Circle and they started the filming, she thought them girls right on the bus. She thought them girls on that Marital Mess right on the bus. They ain't really my sister. They don't want to show me sisterhood. You a damn like she ain't do it her darn way. And I believe everything everybody say something bad about her, but she want to pretend like she's all of that in a bag of chips, baby. You ain't all in that bag of chips, okay, baby? Dog, come on now. Stop lying. See something you did it your way. You ain't do it your way. You did by sleeping with married men that like Heavenly said. Heavenly said you sleep with married men. That what Heavenly said.
That's
Three
what Dr.
snaps and a
Simone said
twist.
first. Dr.
uh,
Simone
uh,
said it first, though. Dr.
wait,
Simone
say that
said
again.
it first. Dr. Simone said it first, though, right? But we're gonna keep it pretending like Dr. Heavenly put it out there. Okay, no worries, no worries. That's good. But
No,
Dr.
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 Simone
Simone
said
might have
it
said it
after
first, but
retreat.
Heavenly kept spreading it.
Did she or did Dr. Simone spread it? We got to be real about realness, okay? Because if Dr. Simone heard it first and told the people first and continues to talk about it, and now Dr. Heavenly is also, it's still Dr. Pancake started it all, but we can keep on blaming Dr. Heavenly because it is
No, no, no,
married to
no, no,
Dr.
no, 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 no. Heavenly said, I don't think Evelyn, I don't think Dr. Simone ever has said, and this is one thing she said she slept with the contractor. Now, Dr. Heavenly is the one saying, Dr. Heavenly was saying her been saying it for years. She been saying years since she been on that show, been friends with Quad. She said,
That she
"Child,
sleeps
you know
with
the
married
secret is
men.
out."
Wait,
She been
Wait,
saying
hold
this
on,
stuff
guys.
for
Hold on,
years.
guys. Mel, you being super messy right now. Okay, you being super messy. That Quad better use her mom credit like Sheree did. Listen, she she in her $2 million home, okay. But Sebastian, you did had to get me all the way together. What Dr. Simone said was messy to every single person out there. Like a single person can't get a $2.2 million home. And they can't survive on their own and pay to get their house renovated. Now that was a bit much, Dr. Simone, but I know you questioning how this happened because I don't think, if I'm not mistaken, did her and Cecil buy a new home?
They
They're in
remember
their same.
they used supposedly allegedly they used the money that he got from something and purchased the other house so it wouldn't get 1031 capital gains or whatever that thing. And so that's why they bought that south house and the north house supposedly. But Dr. Pancakes, for her to pretend like single women can't do it alone when Cecil the bartender hasn't been contributing enough from what we
She said
see
Cecil the
allegedly,
bartender.
Well,
practically is a
it's
single
okay.
woman.
I'm gonna tell you something. She
Wait,
ain't
hold
doing
on,
it,
Lisa.
but
Hold on,
it's
Lisa. Hold
okay.
on, Lisa. Lisa, let her finish. Go ahead, Kurt. See that, but you ain't right, Kurt. But I know where you're going.
Right?
Go ahead.
She's practically a single woman living in a $2.2 million house by herself right now because Cecil only bartends on a regular basis and her pancakes is freaking crazy. But Quad's soliloquies are iconic. She needs to go back. Is she like she's heretofore without our eye? Exit stage right. In the William Shakespearean play, here is Quad's solo light. For an hour, that was hilarious. And they all stood there though. They all stood there and listened. I would have had to go to the other room, y'all.
Not all of them.
I would have had to go to the other room. That was her soliloquies.
But you see, the thing is though, if Quad was really about that life, she wouldn't have kept saying, "Let Toya come in there." She would have went to Toya. Let's get it. Let's keep it real. But that's okay. Val, you're in the building. What do you want to add to this
Hey,
conversation?
Val, I ain't seen
Hey
you in a long
y'all,
time,
look,
chick.
I posted. I haven't even watched it yet. I was just still. Diva, your ass still got me laughing from earlier. Girl, you had my side hurt. You crazy. But I was just gonna say that what I had put in the comments about, before I even watch it, Heavily telling all Contessa's business. The thing is, Heavily just puts hot sauce on whatever the subject is, and that's the reason why people say she be out of line. Because I'm serious. She didn't really tell much more than Contessa had told herself.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Oh,
Just
we got another heavenly
it's
angel
just
in the building.
a what?
A heavenly angel. Go ahead. Go ahead, heavenly angel.
No, I don't have an angel. I'm just saying. I'm just keeping it real. She got a job to do. It's her podcast. And the only thing is, what I'm saying to you is that they had conversation. She didn't tell all their conversations. Yeah, she added some sauce to it. But okay,
But
when
but
you
but Val, let me ask you this. You tell your best friend everything, don't you?
mostly yeah,
Yeah, we all do. We all do,
right,
right? You tell
right,
your best friend everything. You
uh huh.
want your best friend spreading your business in the streets?
No, but that's what I'm trying to say. What did she spread that Contessa didn't spread?
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
That's
Thank
all I'm
you.
saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not. I agree with you. I don't want my best friend to tell him some stuff that I ain't told myself. No, if it comes from somebody, it better come from me. But I'm saying, what did she tell that Contessa didn't tell?
Okay, so let me ask you this. So
No, no, you didn't skip over that. Oh no, you didn't skip over that. No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Diva,
what happened?
are you becoming a politician now? You're deflecting.
What did I deflect on?
Yeah.
Come on with your Yeezys. Come on with your Yeezys. Answer that question, Yeezy.
No, listen. So my thing is, even if I spoke on my own business and now I have moved on from that thing that was hurting me, my best friend should keep spitting it back up in my face.
No. I didn't say that, Diva. I'm not being crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm being funny about it too, but at the same time, I'm saying that Heavily put some hot sauce on it, like I said. I'm saying, but she didn't expose no more than what
And
Contessa had already said herself. Just like Toya. Toya make little side little jest about Eugene's little dick and not getting it enough and all that stuff. And then now when Heavenly say, man, my man got a big dick, they go, oh, she taking a shot at Toya. But she did take a shot at her because she took a shot at her first. But I'm just saying, you're gonna heavily add hot sauce on it to make
yeah,
it spicy.
right.
We
I,
don't know. We don't know. We don't know if Dr. Dame got a big dick or not. We don't know if
yes,
Eugene
we
got a
do.
little dick or not
We asked
because
Well,
you,
well, I'm
she said
saying,
her dick. She
I'm
said
saying,
Latoya said,
Lisa,
and you listen
Lisa,
to it. Latoya
what,
said that she
wait,
said her husband's dick is big enough for her. Okay, we
wait,
don't
no,
know
I
if she
she
didn't,
didn't
did it.
say
Okay,
wait,
that.
she didn't know because
wait,
she said she thought the
hold,
dick gonna
hold
get
on,
bigger.
Hold on, Lisa. Go ahead, Val. What
Lisa.
was you trying to say?
What I'm saying is that's not the only thing she said, portraying that it was small. Okay, all right. They said, what was one of the things that you thought would be changing when you get married? Oh, I'm thinking that his dick would be bigger. Okay, she said more than one time about his penis size. So if somebody says something about his penis size, that's on her because she brought that
No,
subject up first. Okay, nobody
right,
brought that subject up before she did. She brought it
right.
up first. Now, when they start talking about Contessa was not happy with her marriage, she brought that up first. So you can't be bringing up stuff and then get mad when somebody talk about something that you brought up.
Right.
So
Yeah,
so
they
let
can.
me let
Thank
me
you,
ask you
Val.
this. Maybe we gotta turn the
I'm gonna say
conversation
that.
this way.
Okay, I'm gonna give them. I'm gonna hold on, Dave. I'm gonna give
Yeah.
them that because Latoya was wrong, and I definitely say Latoya was wrong about bringing up Eugene penis size. Okay, you don't do that. My everybody women tell me you don't never bring up your man's size penis because your woman, your best friend, or somebody may want to try it. Okay,
Right?
you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So that's how I was always
That's
taught.
what happened with
You don't
Jesse.
bring up your man's
That's
penis
what happened
size.
with Jesse Williams.
Okay, that's how I was always taught.
Don't speak on my family/husband, period. Keep their name out your mouth. But let me ask y'all this. So y'all saying that Dr. Heavenly, I think 811, I removed your comment before I got a chance to talk about it. But you said that these ladies, you said that they're not friends, you said they're co-workers. Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Contessa, outside of Married to Medicine, they went on vacation together.
Yep.
They were
Lots of
friends.
times.
They
Yep.
was
But you know what?
real
But you
friends.
know what? But you know what, Diva? Sometimes you have a friend that you see going through some turmoil in some type of way, and you wonder why they putting up with some bullshit. And then sometimes you can't co-sign when y'all all together, like because you know the real, and then you'll say some sly shit because you know what the real deal is. I think that's part of them. Like Contessa confides in her and was telling her things like she's so unhappy, she want to leave, da da da, and all that stuff. And just like Quad had spoke for her at the last reunion, remember?
Right.
Quad spoke up for her because she's expressing herself about how her life is so miserable to them. And
Mhm.
then you being a friend that you are to somebody, you do want to protect them. And sometimes you're like, I wish you would say hell. I say it for you because you won't say it for yourself. You see what I'm saying, Heavenly? So to me, she puts her friends in that position to say stuff for her.
Okay,
Yes, you
Mel,
do. Yes,
You in the
you right.
building. Mel,
You right,
okay, hold
Val.
on one second,
You
guys.
right, Val.
Mel, you're in the building. What do you want to add to this conversation? Because the angels are on fire tonight. They going to defend Dr. Heavenly to the bitter
Oh
end.
no, she
What do you
didn't
got
call
to
me an
say,
angel.
Mel? What do you got to say, Mel?
All right, so I see. I'm loving the show. I have two things to say. One thing I want people to ponder about
Oh my
is
God.
is Heavenly always right? Has she never made any mistakes? So we
Oh
have to
no.
so we have to think about that. So that's one. The next thing I want to say too, I really don't have much to say. Next thing I want to say is, yeah, Heavenly does put hot sauce on the stories, but I also think, in my opinion, she puts kerosene on these stories. In my opinion, she puts kerosene on there and light the match, and then she burns it all up. So that's just all I
She
want to say.
messy. She
I'm gonna drop that.
messy.
Thank you,
I'm gonna drop
Mel.
that.
Thank you, Mel.
Okay.
She
Okay.
messy.
I'm
Thank
gonna
you,
drop that.
Mel.
Mel, you know I love you, Mel. Don't be doing this, Mel. You know I love
Well,
you,
I
Mel.
feel
Don't
like
be
Dr.
doing
Oh,
this.
Mel dropped the bomb and left.
Yeah, he didn't want to hear me. That's
ain't
what
nobody
that's
gonna
what
say
was
she
about
wasn't
to
messy.
happen.
She messy. We all know she messy. She messy.
That's crazy. She
Yes.
is messy.
Thank you, Mel. Go
Val,
ahead. Go ahead, Curves.
oh my God, Val. I totally love that analogy, the hot sauce. It's all about the hot sauce. And some people
Yeah.
can't stand spicy stuff. No, some people don't like ghost chips and other people love them. So
Mhm.
I guess it all depends on your taste. So I agree. We've said it before. She put it out there. Contessa, and Scoot put it out there first. Then she made enemies with Dr. Heavenly, and now Heavenly keeps rubbing her nose in it because actually Dr. Heavenly's feelings are hurt because Heavenly thought they were friends and that they could have been able to get past this because you came on the panel and talk trash about the lady you just went on vacation with. That says a lot about Contessa again. Because she just got off vacation with Toya.
Okay, but hold on one second, Curbs. So we're sitting there at the place of healing. We came to Blue Ridge Mountain, the hill, right? And so Dr. Jackie, because she's insisting upon us healing, right? She said, listen, before we leave, I want one more relationship to be mended. So Contessa speaks, okay, and she did a good job. She was like, she kept it neutral. She kept it cute and classy. She was like, you know what? We're okay. It is what it is. It's gonna be what it is. But you know, we can speak to each other. You understand what I mean? But then what does Dr. Heavenly do? Like Mel said, she threw the kerosene on it, then she struck the match, she lit Contessa on fire, and then she was pissed that Contessa used her words and said, listen, chick, you're gonna stop talking about me and my husband.
I feel like that might have been edited too. Because did you notice like how the body language of what Dr. Heavenly said in that response didn't really match the energy that was given to her by Contessa in that minute? And I feel like something got edited and they just cut to the chase of Heavenly's hot sauce and served us hot sauce. I think something else probably got said that made Heavenly feel like she had to bring up again that, wait, lady, you're the one that brought this up. I didn't bring this up, so you can't keep blaming me. And
so now the way that we're going to address Heavenly's stuff.
It's not all editing, but I'm being honest about the body language of that scene didn't match. It felt disjointed to me. And that's even without trying to give her a pass, which I don't have to do because it was disjointed. You see what I'm saying? And Contessa was being passive aggressive. Every time, if you guys go back in the 16 episodes so far on the Married to Dr. Heavenly show this season, the number of times that they have tried to talk.
You see what Curves did, Diva?
Yeah.
Girl, thank you, Toya. I can't even do this right now.
Every single time, you guys, Contessa is the one that walks away. She starts it, she stirs it up real good, and then she gets up in a huff and she's throwing wigs, she's going off, taking off her hair, putting in a ponytail, she's walking away hot over there, she's doing this, she's doing that. Now, the one time Dr. Heavenly did walk off from her was during the just last night, during the BDE conversation. She did walk away.
No, she walked out at that dinner over the book lady, the one Simone's house. She walked out then. She's always grabbing Daddy's hand saying, come on, let's go, we're leaving.
Well, he was leaving first.
She leaves when Daddy at the
because her mom does
dinner. Daddy was leaving and she said, I'm leaving with my husband. Remember that at the dinner?
Yeah, Dr. Heavenly's always run out too.
So
she runs out too.
But
you see what you tried to say, the 16 episodes of the Dr. Heavenly Married to Medicine. All right,
Married to Dr. Heavenly.
Or Married to Dr. Heavenly.
Yeah.
Val, what did you want to say?
All I want to say is Contessa's two-faced because what she do is she talk shit, and then when people be on her side from her talking shit, and then she get digmatized that night, and then she forget about what she complained about the day before.
Yes.
By her husband, though. By her husband. So,
right. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying she complained about Scott. She complained about Scott on Monday night. And Scott give her a dick on Monday night. Tuesday, she forget what she said, and then she mad when somebody say what she said Monday night. Okay.
Yeah.
So
all right. So what? It's not bad.
That's the power of Scott, baby.
You know what, Queen Jean? I guess you a heavenly angel also, welcome into the building. But y'all are
Oh
so
my God.
delusional about
Oh, no, she
Dr.
didn't.
Heavenly.
No, she
I'm
didn't. No,
sure.
you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You're not. I'm not delusional about Dr. Y'all delusional about situations because that's the thing. She talks shit about her man. She fuck him that night, and then she okay by the next morning. So she
Yeah.
the one got the problem. Okay, she need to keep her. If she gonna open it, if she gonna stop, if she gonna keep on opening her mouth, stop opening her legs. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yup, she's very
Y'all
inconsistent with
need
her
to
words.
stop. She can
Yeah.
open her legs to her husband all she
Okay, then
wants.
close your
And
mouth. Then close your mouth to your close your
Close
mouth
Yes.
your
about your
mouth.
husband.
Be well.
And that
Close your
was
mouth.
last year problems, not this season
come
problems.
on,
This season they
Toria.
got along.
Well, maybe
Listen,
it's not like Eugene
and Toria.
Toya.
Toria,
Hmm?
y'all need to stop acting as if you didn't have a fight with your mate one day, and then that night y'all made up, and the next day you didn't even remember what y'all was fighting about and what happened. It's life. Carry on. And if I
Okay,
happen to call, and wait, no, listen, Val. If I happen to call you before me and my man get to do it and make up, and I complain to you, but then at night we do it and we make up, and the next day you want to ask me about it, and I'm telling you, girl, what you talking about? We good. Then you don't say nothing. You my friend. Shut up.
well,
We
wait.
good.
That's
Me and
right.
me and my man
That's
stayed
right.
up last night. Yes.
That's hilarious.
That's
Oh my
right.
God, this
Wait,
girl is
hold on
crazy.
one second. Hold on one second. Coco, this is the first time I'm
That's
seeing
the
you. Welcome
power
into the
of the
Yes,
building.
male
yes,
cheat.
I'm glad
hello,
you're here.
hello.
Count
Coco,
words.
Coco, you gonna take me out if you're a heavenly angel. Talk to me.
Oh my God, heavenly
I
angel.
love Heavenly. Love
Oh,
her. Love her.
Drop
Thank
a
you.
diva.
I don't.
You're beautiful, Coco. Hello.
Well, thank
yes.
you. Thank
Hi, Miss
you.
Maddie.
So good.
I
Hey,
think I
girls.
I
Hi,
really think
beautiful.
that
Hi,
nobody
hi,
likes Heavenly.
Diva.
Hey. Okay, so hold on one second, guys. Let's hear Coco. Go ahead, Coco.
Okay, I think that everybody is like a little bit envious of Heavenly. Yes, she does talk about her husband and her marriage, but it's like that's where they want to be at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So she talks a lot, yeah, but I mean, I don't think she does anything wrong.
So here's the thing, Coco.
Mhm.
Let's keep it 100. We all had a mate. We was with our mate. They did something that got on our nerves. We dialed our best friend number. Matter of fact, while they was telling us something that was pissing us off, we was texting our best friend, like,
Right.
girl.
Yeah.
And then
You know what
she text
she
you back. Hold on one second. She texts you back and said, call me when you get a chance. Then you go in the bathroom, you call her and you tell her all the things that pissed you off. Okay.
Yep.
Then y'all kiki ha ha for a minute. Then you go back out and your man, he got it all ready and set for you. Y'all make up, and your
Mhm.
girlfriend called you the next morning. You like, she like, everything okay? You like, I'm good, and y'all carry on. But what your girlfriend doesn't do is keep reminding you of what you texted about and told her last night.
Well,
You're
I
right.
mean,
Exactly.
the
You're right.
girlfriend keeps bringing it
She's
up.
right. But she's right. But Diva, you know what? On the serious side, though, you know I kid around, but on the serious side, the difference from last year and this year, last year Scott wasn't giving her no dick. This year Scott giving her some dick. So they just made a big old difference. Because last year Scott was on the internet and other people DMs giving them
That's
some
But
dick.
right.
So
listen,
now,
sometimes when two people get together, it
That
makes
part.
all the difference, right? It is what it is.
Yes, it
I'm
Natty,
do.
just,
you're in
you
the
know,
building. You're in the building. What do you want to add to this conversation?
Diva.
Yes,
Contessa told the whole world about Scott,
y'all killing me.
not just Heavenly. She put it out to the world,
Right,
Okay.
not
right,
just Heavenly.
right,
So Heavenly did nothing wrong.
right. I
It was
agree.
already out there.
Mm-hmm.
We went through that with her. She was so intimidated when Andy asked her about the separation. She couldn't
Uh-huh.
even tell Scott. She looked to Quad for Quad
Right.
to tell him.
True. Facts.
She did it to herself. If she had a
Okay.
told Heavenly all of that in private, I could agree with you.
Hmm.
But she
Exactly.
Okay.
told
I
all of
agree.
us all of that.
Right.
But you
Well,
don't keep
If I get on
okay,
here,
so let
in
me
my face.
go ahead, Lisa.
We
What did
know
you say,
that
Lisa?
she told the whole world. We know that. We're not saying that she didn't tell the whole world. What we're
Right.
saying is, as a friend, now that you see that me and my husband ain't having them same issues,
Come on,
why
Toria.
do you find it necessary to keep bringing it up every episode
they asked
when
Amen.
her the
nobody said
question.
nothing about it?
You got a point. She got a point.
They
Well, I think it was relevant
That was
then
a
at
great
that
point.
time. It was relevant still at that time of taping, where it's not relevant now,
look,
but
that
then it
girl
was still
still ain't
hot and
happy.
heavy and relevant. You know what I
If
mean?
she was happy with Scott,
Wait, Nettie went away. Nina, you in the building. Welcome, girlfriend. What
What's
do you
up,
want to
Hey
add to this
y'all.
Nina?
Hey,
conversation?
Nina.
What's up,
Listen,
Nina?
hey y'all, I'm half and half now. I'm gonna say this now. That was last year's business.
Yes,
Heavenly, leave it alone.
yes.
They pretending that they're happy. Let them go on with this joke of a marriage. That's what I see. It's a
Thank you,
joke.
Nina.
But I'm gonna say this too. Heavenly make great TV. So y'all, it's got to be one on every show. She bring it. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just like halfway with Heavenly, but she bring it when she's supposed to. And I don't know. It was a lady that said that it looked like it was edited. I agree. It looked like it was edited, like some things were taken out. When Contessa went on that rage with, she get on my nerves trying to have some
Oh my
behind
God.
her back. She get on my
Right.
nerves trying to be all that in the bag of chips. Girl, sit down somewhere. But I'm on the fence. Leave it alone, Heavenly. If that's your friend, leave it alone. Leave that marriage alone. Worry about
Amen.
you and your big D husband. So you proclaim. Worry about you and your
Amen.
husband and y'all's great sex that y'all have, and leave everybody else's man and their penis alone. So, and then I want to say this, Diva. I don't know if y'all said it, but I want to say this, and you can drop me. So everybody think Dr. Jackie is the sweetest little thing on earth. No, Dr. Jackie, you got a lot of mess with you too. You need to worry about your husband. And you should have never said one more. Let's try to heal one more. That was 2 episodes ago when the first came out. Y'all should have left that alone. Dr. Jackie messy too. She ain't got nothing else going on.
Yo,
But that's
Dr.
all
She
I.
always
Jackie
throws
is
stones. She
messy,
always
messy.
throws stones and hide
That's
her
Simone,
hands.
yes.
Dr. Jackie remind me of a little silent cow from Beverly Hills. Like she always got something to say too, then when it's time for to speak up, then she running. She running. So I don't know, Doc. I don't know. I'm on
She
the
is.
fence with
Wait,
Dr.
I'm
Jackie.
coming. I'm coming to you, Val. But see, Nina, did you catch when Audra said that she's having a baby? And I forgot who asked. I think Curtis
Yeah.
asked her who's going to be the doctor. She said me, of course. Yo, Dr. Jackie be slaying them. She's messy. She's a
Yep.
sniper. She's a
Yep.
sniper. Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
so
she's a
glad
sniper.
I'm so glad I ain't the only one see that, Diva. I really
Yeah.
am. I say, look at her
She
sitting
nice,
back there. No, she
nasty.
just threw a rock. Or even when she said it about the lady on the last show. Oh, we wear Gucci and Prada into the operating room. Stand back, miss me. Yeah. So, but you can drop me, y'all. I'm enjoying
But wait, I
listening to
gotta
y'all
say
because
something.
Thank you for coming
it's
through.
Bye,
been
Go
great.
ahead. Go
Nina.
Bye,
ahead,
y'all.
Val.
Bye,
Okay,
Nina.
what I was gonna
Bye,
say is that
Nina. I
Contessa needs to
love me
learn from
some.
Contessa needs to
I
learn from
love me some
Dr.
Nina,
Jackie,
y'all.
because you notice that.
That's right there in the middle.
Oh, somebody else talk. Okay, so you notice that when Dr. Jackie had her mess up when Curtis cheated on her, you notice they didn't talk about it. You notice that? They didn't talk about it.
I think Val froze. She said, I like Audrey and her husband forgot his name. It's hilarious and adorable. What is
Is
Audrey's
his
Yeah.
name
husband's
Eric?
name?
Is it Eric?
Martin?
Martin?
Martin. Yeah, you know
That
what?
was
I'm gonna
a
give
whole
it to you
different
at
scenario.
first. Yeah,
And she got
Val is going
pregnant
in and
before
out.
they was married.
Didn't she?
Oh,
I'm
Diva, you
trying
said
to tell you, she's pulling a Phaedra on us. She's
Oh,
pulling a Phaedra on us. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And my thing is, why
oh
though? I
no,
don't get it. Yes,
no, no, no.
That's
That's
why there was rushing. There was rushing.
Val is coming in and out.
Yep, that chick
Val,
was
you gotta
pregnant
call
before
back.
she got married.
oh.
Now I gotta come back in. But yeah. She been pregnant because she talking about all her boobs are getting bigger. Girl, you just peed on this stick.
10 minutes ago. I was like, ooh.
That is psychological, though.
10 minutes ago, and she talking about milk in her boobs. Come on, Audra.
Oh my God.
That's
And
why I
did
told
y'all
you
hear
to
that?
go to the darn
When I got
doctor.
pregnant, I totally
Well, you
felt like,
said
oh my God, I
pregnant
can feel it. As soon as I found out I was like, oh, that explains everything.
Did y'all hear that? What's the little lady's name? Whose house got robbed? Anila. I always forget her name.
Anila
That
Sanjay.
she jumped up in Contessa's face and got beat up.
Oh.
We're at the reunion.
Dr. Heavenly told
Yep.
it on her
They say
channel.
Contessa slapped her.
Yep.
Yeah, she did. She
That
said she
she
hit her
said,
again
now,
and again and
she said,
again.
Now, see,
Amelia,
now,
as little
wait
as
a
you
minute.
are, why would you stand up to a woman that has military training and all them He-Man muscles? You know how Dr. Heavenly talks.
Oh
She
my
said,
God.
why would you stand up to her? You know she was gonna slap the,
No,
dog
why
mess
would
out
she
of
know?
her.
Why would she know though that a professional doctor is gonna slap the mess out of her? Why
Yeah.
are they picking on Anila? So now you
They
bring
said
this
she
chick.
jumped up in her face. Amelia jumped up in Dr. Contessa's face.
Why
That's what
though?
Dr.
Contessa
Heavenly
was
said.
saying
Okay,
that
but
she
somebody
say
could jump up in your face. That don't mean you got to put your hands on them, though.
Yeah, I'm
they
gonna have
say
to
Contessa was saying she staged the robbery and she was clapping her
Yeah,
hands in Contessa's face saying,
the
I
face.
did
Yeah,
not stage it. And Contessa
yeah.
slapped her. But they say
And
Anila been hit a lot during the season. They
That's
just
Yeah,
what
didn't
I'm
they've
show
been
saying.
it.
This
hitting
ain't
her.
right. This ain't right. This ain't right. She got beat down at the
No.
party at Quad House. Now she getting beat down at the reunion. Now y'all can't do that to her. Now don't be doing that. Don't do that. That's not
Violence.
right.
That's a lot
I
of
don't
Violence
think
is never the
none
answer.
of them can
Yeah.
put their
I'm
hands on
sorry
each
to
other.
say, baby.
None of
I'm
them.
Yeah.
sorry to say, I love,
And she stormed
I
Dr.
love the
Heavenly's
English
dressing
culture and
room
everything
too.
else. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
she
Yeah.
looked like she was on roids or something, huh?
Because she
She
does
looked
be
But
like
Dr.
taking
Heavenly
roids
tell you she
allegedly.
a rod. She ain't gonna fight.
allegedly.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Allegedly, it appeared as though there was some type of roid rage going on.
Yes, it does.
Wait,
As I
say
said,
that again.
I said
allegedly there seems to be a
allegedly, it
roid
appeared
rage.
that there was some type of roid rage
They're
going on.
trying to say that when she was doing that bodybuilding contest that she had been taking steroids.
I didn't
That's
say
a rumor
Oh.
that went around,
right.
and I
That
don't think
was
she did.
information.
Because by her having the military training and stuff, she stays in shape anyway with her exercising and stuff. And I don't necessarily, Dr. Contessa, um, I don't really have a favorite on this show because it switches from week to week. But I'm not taking up for her, but I don't think she was doing that. I think she just had enough of the nonsense. And when the girl was clapping her hands in her face, I think she just lost it.
I don't understand why that
Contessa
could be
is
an
no
issue though.
victim.
Mhm.
Tori,
Okay,
I
so
love
wait,
you,
hold on
but
one second. Hold on
Contessa
one
is
second,
no
guys.
victim.
Hold on, because I want to hear one person speak at a time. So give me 1 second.
No, I didn't say I like her, Hattie. I don't like her. I mean, I don't have no favorite in this. But
Right.
I just
Do you know
I don't
who
think she was
disappointed me the
on
most
steroids.
this episode?
Who?
When Dr. Simone made the reference that a single woman cannot afford her own home.
Oh, you and Sebastian are agreeing, Natty.
I
Man,
said
You
that
come on,
earlier.
y'all
you
taking
I
that
said
you
out
know
that
a lot of
what?
earlier.
I
content.
didn't.
Y'all
Let me tell
taking
you
that out a lot of
something.
content now. Come on, she wasn't talking about all single women. She was talking about that whore, a quad.
Ooh,
Oh,
You
yeah,
heard me
Lisa.
speak
Called
your
Miss
every
Quad Web
mean.
a whore. No.
that's a
Miss
very
Quad Web is not a
convenient
whore. Miss
excuse.
Quad Web is not sleeping around anywhere. No. We're not
She
going to
sleep
do
with
Miss
Mary
Quad Web like
Bean.
this now.
That
Come on now.
is a
She like
very
that sleep with Mary Bean because Dr. Heavenly said so now. Because y'all stuck on the word of Dr. Heavenly. Dr. Heavenly said it. Dr. Heavenly said it.
You
And
to Lisa, you complain about everybody else
no,
like. I'm
come on.
used to that.
Dr. Heavenly said it. Dr. Heavenly said, come on, Kurt.
said it was a joke, Lisa.
Sebastian, come
So
on now.
so hold hold on
Y'all be
one
talking about
second.
what Dr. Heavenly said.
Okay,
Y'all
wait,
heavily angry?
hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. I want to go back to this for 1 second because it's disturbing to me. I can't. I can get Anila being a little pissed, and I'm not saying this right, and Anila being in her face.
Yeah.
But for Contessa to lose control and put her hands on Anila, that's a whole nother level, and I don't like that. Somebody has it going on in the background, because I'm hearing feedback, but I don't like that, and it's concerning to me.
Very.
Do I think? And then she was really turned up because I saw the trailer. She was really turned up going to Dr. Heavenly, and I'm not saying that I believe these rumors, but I'm also going to say that it's a possibility.
Right.
But
I think they should fire
I don't
her
like
putting her hands
what
on
I'm
somebody. She should
hearing.
be fired. She should be fired.
Yeah, I don't like this. Keep putting your hands on Anila. I think that's dead wrong, and that's not what we should be doing on Married to Medicine.
Why is it the Indian woman that has to be getting hands on all the time?
That's what I'm saying.
It's just completely wrong.
Yeah, right? I'm not feeling this. I'm not feeling this at
all. On the other hand, too, Anila has to stop jumping in people's faces and using her hands. She know that's a trigger for women. You're not going to keep swinging your hands in my face.
Where did Anila put her hands in anybody's face this season?
She was doing that. That's what Dr. Heavenly said. She had been doing that, and a lot of the things weren't, shown. She said she had been doing that, expressing herself with her hands, and she said, you don't be waving your fingers around black women's faces. And Dr. Heavenly said it because I've been watching her channel, and I'm even checking out some of her investments.
Yay!
But I'm gonna tell you, and
I'm not a heavenly angel, but I am amused by her channel. And the day before yesterday when I watched her, I loved the way she had her hair. She had it up, and she looked beautiful. And she's gonna do some coaching classes, trying to help people invest money, which I think is a great thing for young people to invest in their futures. Because by the time they get my age, Social Security ain't gonna be around for them.
Right.
That's true.
He's giving away $250 to like 20 people to invest in her investment group. If you go through and check her out, then that's what
okay. I want to bring it back. So let me bring it back and say this. I'm still concerned, and I'm highly concerned about what they're doing to Anila. But we're going to pass that. I'm going to see if they're going to show this in the reunion. And listen, I joke a lot with Heavenly. It's not that I'm for or against or whatever, but when she's telling her story, she's telling her side of the story, the way her eyes saw it. That don't mean that it's 100% all facts and truth. It's her colorful way of sharing her story, and we have to hear other sides. But that's concerning to me, but I will say this, for the first time ever, I do feel like Contessa was a little turned up coming out the trailer and trying to get in Heavenly's face. But this is a to be continued. We're going to have to see what happens, right?
Can I say something right after?
Yes, of course you can.
I don't like
this. Quad said this too.
Wait a minute, Lisa. Sebastian was saying something, honey.
Quad had said on the line with Dr. Heavenly. She said, Dr. Heavenly, I'm gonna get her tail, but she said,
but was live. Hold on, Lisa. Go ahead, Sebastian.
The thing is, I feel like Anila's the one that's being picked on because, like, her mother tells us how to do things, and they look at Anila as a child on that show. They treat her as a child, and I don't like that. I don't really like that. They don't treat Anila as a woman. You do not get to tell me that my house was I staged my robbery and think I'm not going to be coming up all in your face and clapping in your face. Like, no. Why would I stage a violation of my life in a gated community? Are you kidding me? Why would I stage that?
Right.
Yeah. PK
did it.
Go ahead.
PK did it, Sebastian.
Well, you need to say allegedly, Toria.
Allegedly.
But here's the thing, right?
Not in a gated community.
It's messy. It's messy, and I'm not feeling it. But let's end this scene. Let's end this last scene. The last scene, they do the whole church ceremony again. Like I said, Dr. Jackie and Dr. Simone. If I had to do the whole package of this Blue Ridge Mountain trip, I'm gonna give them a 4. And let me tell you why I'm giving it a 4. I'm giving it a 4 because even when they did the massage it for the ladies, you don't do it in the open area and then the guys come to get walked back into it. I'm gonna give them, matter of fact, I'm gonna drop it down to a 3 because you're gonna have this erotic sex therapist come and you got the single chick there, quad. It just didn't make any sense, right? I'm gonna, matter of fact, drop it down to a 2 because you.
Diva, is it gonna be a 0?
The whole trip was a bust. Put it that way.
I'm dropping it down to a 2 because when you want to have the people reconcile and then the people are fighting and the fights are breaking out, and then Dr. Jackie, you don't even know how to mend this situation and correct it, you get a F, okay? That quad and that whole going on for a whole hour about respect me. I did it my way. I paid the contractors $150,000. It was team too much. Yes, and Contessa talking about her happy endings. I could not take it. It was a whole hot mess. And you know, the church ceremony at the end, this is what I like about Dr. Karen and Anila. He said, listen, I never been to, you know, a church, you know, a ceremony like this. What am I supposed to do? What's the correct etiquette? I mean, I'm telling you, hands down, I love them. I don't want them to go anywhere. And that's why I'm concerned that they putting hands on her because she may end up leaving. Don't put your hands on her. I want them to
I want to see Miss Gomez. We gotta see Miss Gomez.
You don't want her to not get whooped just because you like her?
Yes. Yes.
I don't want nobody putting their hands on nobody. I'm not for nobody putting their hands on nobody.
Yeah,
right?
don't
No,
put
no,
your hands on
no,
nobody, right, Lisa? And you know what, Kursu, all jokes aside, if as a professional, you don't know how to just use your words when you're getting into it with somebody, I got a problem with that.
Right.
Contessa, you're a whole doctor, okay? Certified and all of that. Yes, thank you, 811. Protect Anila. Hashtag protect Anila. Yes, thank you.
We had free Eugene. We should have been protecting Anila.
Hey.
Exactly. Smoke, you're in the building. What do you want to add to this conversation?
I mean, I'll be quick. Hey, y'all. Yeah. The season finale was good. I won't lie. I did not think I would be. I won't say I'm Team Toya. I'm on the fence with that still, but I appreciated the fact that out of all the mess that has happened this season, she was apologizing to people individually and pulling them to the side. Now, granted, as much as I love Quad and Heavenly, I won't even heavily apologize, but Quad didn't apologize to no one for anything she said. And I think there's more to this feud that she has with Toya and Eugene. And I think it probably started when she was divorcing Dr. G, and they were probably trying to get her off the show in front of the camera and probably behind the scenes. And that's why Quad always has a bone to pick with them every single time. So everything is amplified to a certain degree. To me.
Got you. But Dr. Eugene is going to gather her at this reunion.
Can I say something about Eugene?
Yes.
Eugene needs to stop being an itch and getting into women's businesses.
Yes.
Yes, he really does. But he needs to stop. He needs to stop. It's
if
annoying.
they keep talking about him at certain points, so you basically just gonna let someone say whatever to your spouse just because he's a man and they're a woman? Absolutely not.
No. That's not how Toya was saying how like, oh, you said that we knew we did this crime, and then Andy said that, actually, not Toya, and then Quad said, no, I never said that they did it. I said they knew, they had knowledge of it, and then Eugene started coming all aggressive at Quad. Like, what the hell is this?
Okay, let's be careful with that word aggressive, because that gives a certain context and connotation. He was rightfully defending him and his wife because that is something that can stick with him outside of Married to Medicine. We have to remember, like, he's an actual doctor outside of the show. So people could watch this and be like, I don't know about this doctor. He might be thieving and stealing, come to my house and take my stuff. So we have to be careful when we say he's being aggressive. Was he
He doesn't
being
have
defensive?
patience.
Yes.
He doesn't have a patience. He's an urgent care doctor. Urgent care doctors do not have patience. Last time I checked, they just come in as walk-ins. Okay, there's no appointments. Okay.
But some urgent care centers, Sebastian, since you want to go
They
there,
will,
are now
they will
functioning
fire him.
as primary
They
care
will,
physicians, and they
Exactly.
keep
yeah,
files on patients, and they do have patients. But let me just say this. I don't think that on an everyday, regular basis, the men should get in the female's business. However, if there is one particular individual that keeps talking about us, yes, just like Eugene said, what is your issue with us? Why are you keep talking about us? Keep our names out of your mouth. Yes, I'm gonna have to have my husband shut you down because I tried to shut you down. You keep running your mouth, so now my husband gonna let you know. Get up off our back. Go find you a man. Do it your way.
And as
That's
long
not fair. You
as,
can't
long
be
as
gunning
he's,
for a woman.
She can't do her way because she got to find a married man. She found some other woman man.
and as
She
long
found
as
somebody else for it.
But not only that, another thing that Toya said that I was like, ooh, she needs to put that on the shirt. She's like, this is one B I won't cry for. I was like, damn, that was a good one, Toya. You need to make some money. But not only that, because even Heavily confirmed this, and we have to also be mindful of this, Toya actually has businesses, so she works. But the thing is, she won't give Bravo a cut of those businesses. So that's why they promote that, oh, Toya is just a housewife and nothing more. Because I think Heavenly even said it on one of her shows that Toya like had like a makeup line or something that she did at her shop. So Toya actually works and is bringing in money, contrary to what we believe. So it's like it's just we have to like now be careful, not be careful, but just be like, okay, so they all work, they all got jobs, and they all got businesses on the side.
She actually, and
that's
Dr.
why
Heavenly
Dr.
actually said
Eugene,
too. Go ahead.
yeah, that's why
Go
Dr.
ahead, Pooh.
Eugene said she makes more money than him because
That's
she
what
has
we
a
were
bunch of businesses. But like, remember, Diva, you explained that whole thing to us about when they promote something on that show, they got to give Bravo a cut of the money.
Yep.
And that's
40%,
why
I think.
she can't say nothing about it.
It's
Yep.
called the Bethany Frankel
Yep.
clause.
So smart for Toya for not promoting her business on there because she don't got to give them a dime. And yes, G Mom 4, he said leave us alone.
Alone.
it feels like
And
he was
see,
being
that's
a
what I'm
hit
talking
dog
about.
that
I
was
don't think.
hollering though to me. It was a hit dog holler situation right there, Eugene. Why
Wait,
is Eugene always in the men's business like that? Like, I mean, in the women's business. He gets into it on TV the way Cecil gets into it on Twitter and social media with the ladies.
Exactly.
But
It's annoying.
and then they have the nerve to act like their wives aren't complicit in the whole thing going on when it's on TV. So it's like they want to be able to say something, but they don't want anybody to say anything to the person that's on the show that they're saying something to. It doesn't make sense.
I think, and you right about that. But I think what problem is Eugene really don't say nothing to the women, but he be saying that when you talk about when you say something about Latoya, he don't mind. He already know they gonna go back and forth. He talking about their finances and the moving and her having an affair and putting out rumors about their marriages and their lifestyle.
Yeah.
That's the problem. He has a problem with.
Well, there's a
But you
problem with
forget
Toya.
he still got the. I don't care what what kind of medicine he was doing. He's doing now, but he is still a doctor. He still has a little bit of reputation. I think he, like he said, I think the way that's the way
did
he
you say a
treated.
little bit of a reputation?
Yeah, I mean,
Another thing is, we
I
can't be
mean, he
acting
still
like
got a
Toya.
reputation out there, and you know what I'm saying. And that's why I said, That's why I'm feeling him. He said, "Man, keep y'all. I don't care about what y'all say. I don't care what you say about Latoya. Toya can go back and forth with y'all, but you
Okay,
can't
so
about
guys,
me and my
listen, hold
family."
on. We're gonna wrap this up, but let me just say this. Eugene can speak up for his family, okay? And your heavenly angels, daddy holds heavenly more accountable than y'all do. He's
So do.
constantly talking to her and telling her words hurt, watch your mouth, you don't have to engage, you can knock it off and stop it. So she needs to listen to daddy.
She's done
Heavenly,
that all.
listen to daddy,
The
Okay,
rest of the
listen to
season, she
daddy.
has not engaged the rest of
With
the
the
season.
big dick.
Right.
It's the
She
women
hasn't
who are
engaged
trying to
ever since
provoke
then,
her. It's the women who
Okay.
provoke her. She has
all the
disengaged the
time.
rest of the season.
And
Wait, Sebastian. You
and
said
she
the
doesn't
women are
talk about it.
provoking her? You
Yes.
said the women are provoking
Yes,
Heavenly.
Contessa doing that
Yes. Oh my
push.
God.
So
Jackie
if
trying to push.
someone
Especially
was
using
making
Dr.
up
Heavenly
rumors or just
as
saying
a
whatever
surrogate.
about Dr. Damon Daddy, Heavenly would have a conniption, a fit, and be ready to catch a case. So
Well,
let's
she
not
never
make
said
it
rumors about
seem
people. She
like
said the fact.
Contessa or anyone
Well,
else on the show is not doing what she would have done to them.
Flip, thank you. Hashtag listen to daddy, okay?
Didn't
But
Contessa's
you know,
husband and Contessa said they were divorcing? Didn't they say that last season? Did we not
Okay,
hear
so
that?
hold on,
Did
guys.
we not
Yeah,
hear
we
Here,
that?
haven't
here,
heard nothing since
hold
then.
on, guys. Hold on one second. Here is our wrapper, right? Because the reunion is coming. Who deserves the seat next to Andy? I'll go around. Toria, there's 2 seats that could be next to Andy, one on the left, one on the right. Who gets those seats?
I give Anelia one of them, and I'll give Dr. Heavenly the other one.
Are you serious
I
right
she should
agree.
now?
get that seat next to
Yeah,
Andy.
because the reason I say that is because if it wasn't for her being so damn messy this season, it would have been boring.
Mhm.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Okay, thank you for your selection, Toria. Sebastian, there's 2 seats. Who's getting these seats?
Who's getting these seats? Okay. I say give Anila one of
Mm-hmm.
them. I'm gonna get dragged, guys.
Uh-huh.
Since testosterone wanna be acting this way, put testosterone on the other side, the other s- seats. To
Who's
give that
testosterone?
That's Contessa's name.
that's Contessa. Testosterone is Contessa.
So
So
you said who should get the seats? I missed it because I was looking at something. Heavenly and who?
Heavenly. No, not Heavenly. Not Heavenly. As much as I love her, the thing is, I don't think since there's so much drama between Anila and Contessa and Toya and all these other ones, I think it should be Anila on one and testosterone on the other.
Okay, okay.
Hi,
Nettie,
Angel Eyes.
Nettie, who should get these 2 seats?
Contessa and Dr. Heavenly.
Yeah, you know what? I like that. I like that. I like that. Curve, who gets these 2 seats?
I would have to give it to Dr. Heavenly, of course, before the talk with Daddy, and then Dr. Heavenly after the talk with Daddy. No, but seriously, Dr. Heavenly and Contessa.
Dr. Heavenly and Contessa. You know what? I'm liking that pick. Lisa, who gets these 2 seats?
How much I hate to say it.
Go ahead and
Dr.
love it.
Heavenly, Dr. Heavenly, I'm not gonna. Y'all know me. I give credit where credit due. She keep the show going. She need that seat right next to Andy. Okay, like Giselle be doing. Giselle always get the seat. Dr. Heavenly should get that seat, and it's very hard to put who next on the other side because I'm thinking either
Toya,
yeah, I said between Latoya or it's 3 of them. I said 3. Toya, Jackie, either Toya and Jackie. Because I believe Jackie is nice nasty. She nice nasty.
Jackie don't deserve no seat next to Andy. But Nano said she said Toya and Doubly. Oh, Messy Tell Heavily. Angel Eyes, welcome into the building. There's 2 seats, that 2 people that could be next to Andy. Who should get these 2 seats?
Well, number one seat is Dr. Heavenly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, regardless of all the drama Contessa tried to do, I don't think she deserves it. I think Toya does because Toya had a lot of moments as well as she had a lot of growth. She had a lot of ins and out with a lot of the cast. Whereas
Mm-hmm.
Contessa um really was a storyline all about her husband. Okay, yeah, who cares? Moving on. But Dr. Heavenly, because not only did she have it with Contessa, she had it out with everybody,
Mhm.
you know. And then through, the trials that she went through with her mom and this menopause. So those two. Um, Nobody else really, I don't think, lived up to the
To
seat
that.
next stand.
Yeah, yeah. And people
Any
are
pit
telling
smoke?
me that the seats go to the same people all the time. Well,
Yeah.
we're gonna have to, I'm not on Twitter, but we're gonna have to tweet Andy because we're gonna have to get this changed. We need a petition to get this changed for the following years. You should have to earn those seats. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
right
Yes.
now, Dr. Jackie and Dr. Simone do not deserve them seats. And like I said, don't get me started on Blue Ridge Mountain. I ain't got time. I got to go to bed. But Angel Eyes, before before I leave,
Diva, you
I
can
gotta
ask
ask.
Smoke.
I'm gonna ask
Diva,
Smoke.
you
I'm
can
not
ask
leaving
Smoke.
yet. I'm gonna ask Smoke. I am gonna ask Smoke, but I got Angel Eyes just came here. So Angel Eyes, I gotta ask you a quick question, okay? You gotta settle an argument for us. If your
Okay.
bestie, your best friend, tells you her business, are you running in these streets telling her business?
No.
Exactly. So
Mm.
is Dr. Heavenly not dead wrong for telling Contessa's business?
Mm.
It depends on what part of her business that she told that only Dr. Heavenly knew, because everything else what Dr. Heavenly spoke about on her podcast or on her YouTube page was actually discussed on the show, which was public knowledge that the millions of people watched on Bravo. But then, if there was something that was told specifically to Dr. Heavenly and she spoke it that was not shown, then yes, she did wrong.
Mm.
Thank you,
Right.
Angel Eyes. Thank
Well,
you.
yeah, well, Angel Eyes, I see you're a heavenly angel. But anyway, welcome into the building. Smoke.
No,
Yes.
actually, to be honest with you, it has nothing to do with heavenly angels. You
Right.
have to really look at the truth, because guess why? Everybody spoke about Dr. Contessa's business. Every blogger did last year. Every blogger did. Why? Because you put it out there. Now, guess what? It didn't sting when everybody else did it, but it stung because why? Dr. Heavenly did it. Why? Because she was on the cast with you. But did she lie? No, she didn't. Because everything, or the 95% of the stuff that she said, you co-signed by saying it on TV. Then she bought you on her YouTube not once but twice.
I hear her.
And
Thank you.
repeated, and questions were asked specifically about your relationship whilst you were on, and you actually gave response, and Dr. Heavenly joked and dragged it in your presence. So you now coming back this year
Yeah,
to have a
yeah, yeah,
problem?
yeah.
Probably.
Y'all killing me.
Me.
Y'all killing me.
Thank
Y'all
you.
killing
I
me.
mean,
The
you,
collective.
hold on for a minute.
Yes,
Hold on
yes.
for a minute, Diva. I got to say this. I forgot. I forgot that Contessa did do that. You have to change my vote.
Lisa, take a nap, Lisa. Don't do that.
Thank you.
Lisa, don't do that.
Thank
Lisa,
you.
where's your pillow in your blanket? Get out of
Hold on.
here.
We got
Get
to
out of
hold
here.
on. Now. We
Hold
got
on,
to get right.
Lisa.
This right. Come on,
Lisa,
Diva. Come on,
get
Diva.
out of
Come on,
here.
Diva.
Miss
We got to get
Lisa,
right.
Diva.
But I have forgot. I really did, Diva. I have forgot that Contessa did go on Heavenly show and she was going back over what she was saying. And
Exactly.
now I'm thinking about it, I forget that I did watch that. And you white Angela eyes. Wow, I forgot.
You know what? I
Now,
ain't
see,
playing with you right now.
And
I'm
hold
gonna
on,
act like I
now,
didn't even
now
hear you, Lisa.
see my
Lisa,
hair now,
I didn't
Diva,
hear
Angela
you.
eyes, you gonna make me
You dirty
cheat.
diva.
but Diva,
Yeah, wait,
but
You
Diva,
gonna
hold on
make
one
me
second.
cheat
I'm
for
gonna let you speak.
sure.
Diva,
I'm coming to you.
guess
Hold on
what?
one second. Thank you, Flip. Hashtag no take backs. Lisa, get out of here. Get out of here.
Hold on,
I'm like about to
Diva,
pass out. Yes. Who's calling
Diva.
me?
My
Yes.
thing is, this Angel Eyes. My thing is, it's not about whether or not I team Heavenly or not. I love them all. But my thing is standing on the truth. And the truth of the matter is, you would have had a foot to stand on this year if you had not went on her podcast or on YouTube and spoke about the very same issue you're having. Now, see, had she done that, and after you never said anything, and you was never on her YouTube,
Diva,
you
I want to
had
go
all
after
the
Angel
rights
Eyes
to
after she done
drive
speaking.
her. You had
All
all
right.
the rights to drive her, but you
Okay.
went in and you shared in the comments, and you saw the comments that was written on the screen. You answered some of them. You joked about some of them, and then not only that, even in the it was even in the final thing at the final thing when they sat down with Andy. You didn't want to talk. You had everybody else speaking for you. You said
All right. Okay.
nothing.
Okay. Oh, Angel Eyes, hold on 1 second. I'm following you. Smoke, what do you
Yeah.
want to add? You hear me, Smoke?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, so this is what I want to add. I'll add to this and who I think should get the 2 seats. So I agree with Angel as what she's saying about Contessa. Yes, did go on Heavenly's show. She did talk about certain things. But where the problem is when Heavenly was asked certain questions on her show without Contessa asking, do you think Scott is abusive? And she said emotionally and all that other stuff. My thing is, you know that Heavenly and Contessa are close. So if Heavenly voices something and she basically gives a verification and confirmation without Contessa being there that, oh, Contessa has shared some stuff with her that he is emotionally abusive or might be physically abusive. I don't think she may have shared that, but I'm just saying, like, let's say me and you, Diva, like people know me and you were close outside of YouTube. And
Right.
let's say we have an issue and I talk about it and I share certain things that you shared behind closed doors or in personal conversation and I put it out into the ether or I give it confirmation. That is just crossing the friend borderline to me. So
Yes, 100%. 100%.
So I understand where Heavenly is coming from, but I also understand where Contessa is coming from in regards to that matter as well. They're both right and they're both wrong at the same time, to me.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
But then that is what I said. I said anything that was discussed one-on-one outside of the show and you spoke about it on your YouTube, you wrong. But
Okay, so
then
hold on, Angel Eyes, because I got somebody else I want to get in this conversation too. My mod's in the building. I'm gonna come back to you, Smoke, so you can tell me what 2 seats to take. What's up, girlfriend? What do you want to add to the conversation?
Hey,
Hey.
Smoke is a voice of reason. But,
Hello.
Diva, you know you always on point. Don't let them sway you. Heavenly is
Come
dead
on
wrong.
now. Thank you.
I don't care what nobody say. If you're a friend, you are not speaking on my husband and my family by no means, especially negatively. You're going to ride with me to the end. Point blank in the period.
Period.
And I'm out.
Yes.
That's right. That's right.
Thank you.
Yes.
Point blank, period. Deuces. Okay. Smoke, who gets these seats? Who earned these seats?
Honestly, based on the performances this season, I would go with Dr. Heavenly and Toya because they both basically have equal drama on opposing sides. Toya has beef with Anila, with Quad, and with Heavenly, and Heavenly has a beef with Contessa, Toya, and even Simone. She took jabs at Simone here and there in confessional. So I think based on their performance, I think Toya should be sitting next to Andy and so should Dr. Heavenly.
You know what I'm liking is this I'm gonna give to y'all. I'm gonna give this to you, right? Because if Dr. Heavenly didn't do all her mess, what would the season be about? So yes, she deserves a covenant seat next to Andy. The second seat, there is a little toss-up, right? Because a Toya could be there. Who else do I think could really be there? Contessa could be there. Toya could be there or Contessa. But I do like the lineup. But the fact that the seats are reserved for Dr. Jackie and Dr. Simone, we're definitely going to have to talk to Andy about that because it's out of line and out of pocket. They're not really giving us much of anything, either one of them. So
he should start letting the fans pick. He should start letting the fans pick who should sit next to him. I think he should do that with all the shows.
100%. Or at least let us weigh in, or at the very least, he should take into consideration everybody's performance throughout the season, and then that's who should be in the top consideration for those particular seats.
Well,
Point blank period.
guess what, Diva? Guess what, Diva? Andy don't even watch the shows. He don't watch
doesn't.
none of the shows. He has meetings on with different people, and they come in and give him like the highlights of each show. He don't watch none of them.
Well, yeah, because he doesn't have time. I'm not. That doesn't
Because
surprise
he's
me.
trying to
But
host all the reunions at Bravo. It's like, sir, share the wealth. If you can't do it all, that's okay. But we need an informed host who can ask the questions we want to know.
Yeah,
Right. He's always on vacation with Anderson Cooper. He ain't doing that much work. He's always away doing something with Anderson Cooper. They're always at this resort or that resort.
Are you sure they're just besties?
Well, listen, that ain't none of my business. But listen,
Anderson Cooper's a
listen,
bottom,
I've been
and so is
saying that
Andy.
smoke for years.
Let me tell you this. All jokes aside, they're besties. I ain't mad at them, right? I'm also not mad at him because, listen, you don't have to like Andy, but respect the fact that he built this thing up and it ain't no joke, right? And also, you got to give it to him because BravoCon is everything.
Yeah.
So the thing is that, and listen, like it or not, watch what happens live with Andy. And if you know Andy's start, Andy started at rock bottom in this industry. And he built his way up to whatever it is, his empire that he has now. We cannot like him. He could be messy, but there's a lot of times you got to take a foundation and a blueprint that somebody has written, and you can learn from that, right? I think that
you know who
Carlos
helped him, Diva? Ryan Seacrest helped them. Ryan Seacrest helped Andy.
Well, that's nice. He helped them, but you know what? You can have some people have helpers and they still don't achieve, and some people have the best helpers and they still don't achieve. I ain't mad at Ryan Seacrest.
He used to wait for Andy Hall. He used to wait for Andy Hall. He said he used to go around. I think he was a gopher or something like that for Andy Hall.
Yeah,
He
he
said
started out at
liked
the
pop
bottom.
culture. He said he liked to be a part of pop culture, and so that's how everything started for him working for Andy Hall.
Well, listen, the point is, he started at rock bottom. That's why you know that you can start from anywhere. And if you have the determination, you can get to the top. You can rise to the top. So, so I have mad respect, regardless of how Andy messes up with some things or whatever. I do have mad respect for where he's built up, right? And so, to your point of saying that Andy's don't even watch the show, then people got to calm down and stop beating him up for certain people still being on the show and not being fired, so forth and so on, right? But we're going to move on. Tomorrow night, I'm doing Love and Marriage Huntsville. I got a lot to say about
that.
Yeah, I got a lot to say about Love and Marriage Huntsville. Actually, I really want to do that recap on Sundays, but my Sundays are busy with church and everything, so sometimes it's hard for me to squeeze it in. So I pushed it all the way out to Wednesday. And then on the weekend, I might do a hot topic. But I enjoy my time with y'all. Love it. I can't wait. I'm not sure if this reunion needs to be 3 parts. But they're stuck on doing these 3-part reunions, okay? So we're going to see what it is, and it's going to be what it is. But we're going to go around. Any final words? 60 seconds. Toria, how do you want to end this thing?
I'm gonna go.
Okay, go ahead, Lisa. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Toria. Give me 1 second. Go ahead, Lisa.
I don't like Heavenly. I don't like Heavenly. God bless her. You know what I'm saying? But keep your name out. Talk about other folks' husbands and stuff like that. And keep your leg close to marry men, okay? Keep your quad close, okay? And stop talking about everybody else and stop talking about your own self, baby dog, okay? Because your best friend Heavenly said it. Oh, Diva, I'm gonna have to. Do you got Instagram?
I do.
Okay, I'm gonna DM you about some stuff. I'm gonna have to use your net. I'm gonna have to use your channel to do something.
Okay.
I'll DM you, okay?
You can DM me.
Love y'all.
Love you too. Bye. Toria, your final words.
Well, the last show wasn't really nothing, and the trip was a failure. I can't wait for the reunion. The trip got a 0 all the way because that lady that came there and them laying them on the floor on the pillows and all that stupid stuff. I couldn't get the picture of Dr. Jackie's husband out of my head, them big long legs everywhere. I'm like, look at these fools. And they all hollering they want to take the pillow home with them. How many husbands said they wanted to take that pillow home with them? I'm like, look at these fools. But I love y'all, and I'm gonna say goodnight, and I will see you tomorrow, Diva. Bye, Curse. Bye, my son. Love you, Smith.
Love you.
Love you.
Sebastian, what's your final words? And thank you again. We seen everybody's avatar because Sebastian helped me today. So what's your final words?
Okay. My final words is this final episode was horrible. It was completely horrible. I cannot believe producers wanted to be shady and recorded from Quad's beginning to the end of her rant.
But respect on my name.
But
okay?
You know what? She does deserve respect because she made it as a single woman. She made it well. And I don't care if she used what she had between her legs.
Okay.
I don't care. Because if she was able to do that with the contractor and was able to get her house done in time, well, then it pays. It must be that good. Second of all, I am tired of seeing the bullying of Anila.
Yeah.
Disrespect. Like, y'all treat this girl as if she was some girl who was on the playground learning how to tie her shoe. Like, no, I'm tired of it. it. Anila brings a lot of more than what these other ones bring. A happy marriage, a happy home, a financially stable house, furnish her whole home for free. She brought a lot more than some of these other heifers. I'm tired of it. And Simone, you deserve to get clocked. Quad is lucky she didn't clock you, because you could have got clocked. Because spreading rumors is very dangerous. How you want to talk about Heavenly spreading rumors, but then again, you doing the same thing.
Well, that's facts. That's facts. I'll give that to you. That's facts.
That's it.
Right? Yes. Y'all want that pillow? Ugh.
No, I don't.
What pillow?
I don't need that pillow to do what I need to do. Okay.
Ugh.
Oh, the pillow of
another thing to try to throw in the washing machine or something. I'm grossed out. Go ahead, Kurt. Go ahead, Kurt.
Okay, so honestly, pillows are the bomb. Different angles, all different kind of things can happen with pillows. And I think Toya actually brought up that she wanted one of those like sex chair things before in another episode. So they're into those angles. Anyway, I feel like who should be on the end of the couch at the reunion is Jackie and Simone.
Agreed.
Yo, agreed.
With Jackie and Simone.
Yeah.
The end of the couch.
Yeah,
yes, you are correct. Yes.
And they could even put Audra between them. Okay.
Yeah.
Because even with them trying to revive the Golden Girls, it was too much, too little, too late. Anyway,
yeah, it was. It was.
The Dr. Heavenly reigned supreme I felt like she dealt it. She gave it out and she can take it. So that's good. Quad, she did it her way. I love her soliloquy. Tequila Toya, I hope she get together and get it together. And I can't wait to see what she says at the reunion, because I know there's something else that we're not seeing from Toya. She's when she's the hit dog that hollers, when her and Eugene, they do know something. I'm telling you, they are they know what they know, and they don't know what they don't know. I don't know that they know about this robbery, but they be knowing stuff. And anyway, so Tequila Toya, yeah. Anila, stop the freaking abuse. That is horrible. You know what it reminds me of?
What?
It reminds me of Candace and Monique, because Candace was little and Monique was an Amazon.
Yeah.
Anila is little. And
yeah.
It is not the same thing. Is Anila disrespecting her? Is Anila literally saying,
putting your hands in a face, that's just that can trigger some people. And I also feel like that's not good a reputation for you to have just opened a practice, but you can't keep your hands to yourself with cameras.
Yeah.
Bueno. And to what All the Smoke was saying earlier, I kind of feel like Eugene should be perhaps maybe might want to consider perhaps being more concerned about arguing with women on TV constantly, because that also portrays you in a negative light too.
Amen.
And allowing your wife to constantly belittle you and emasculate you on national
Mhm.
TV unchecked. I mean, people are so pleased that Dr. Heavenly got checked by Dr. Damon, whereas Toya's checking. You know what I'm saying? So I think that he could.
You know what, Eugene, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even realize that I don't even think he realized that. I don't know.
Does he not watch the show? Because
Huh?
Dr. Heavenly, does he not watch the show? Because Dr. Heavenly swears Dr. Damon don't watch the show.
I think he does.
I don't think he does. Dr. Damon has too much to do. Maybe
Yeah, like, he's a busy man.
he has too much to do than watching the show.
Yeah. Like I
And not only that,
the show.
he isn't even on their level. I mean, they're not even on the level that he is trying to get at. So yeah, he just come, get a check, smile, he, and go.
Oh Lord Jesus Christ!
Miss
Yay!
True Kelly, he's been on live. He's been on live since when Sherelle show was on. So that is like 6 something, and he's still on.
Who?
Kanye West,
Mr. West,
the Dark Lord, he who shall not be
That's what I'm gonna
named.
call him, Mr. West.
Mr. West, yeah, whatever. But listen, guys, you know I love y'all. I had a really good time. Bianca, Curve, you hit the nail on the head every time. You know what, Bianca, you cute, but you need to stop. Come on now.
She's gorgeous. She's gorgeous.
She is gorgeous. Wait, he started a YouTube. He has his own
No
channel.
way. I'm gonna go see how many followers.
He's gonna get monetized in just a couple hours.
Sebastian, he is. But see, you know what, Sebastian? And see, everybody, we're going to see how many subscribers he's had, right? Because everybody thought I was just talking nonsense. Let's see how many people subscribe to this channel.
In a matter of hours.
Oh, and Diva, I just want to add this.
Yes.
Is a quick second. So if I was Quad and I heard Dr. Simone was spreading rumors about me, I was being like, so if you want to spread rumors, let's talk about that mishap you had with Mariah's sister Lake in that procedure, which is why you was in an alliance with her in season 6 and season 7 and didn't check her for her stuff.
Smoke,
if Quad wanted to really go there, she could.
Can you please repeat that, Smoke?
Toya. I appreciate the growth at the later half of the season, but I need this to be consistent. And if you're going to shade somebody, let it be for a reason, not just because you want to and you're like the senior classman trying to like induct the new freshman. Dr. Jackie and Dr. Simone, I'm going to need them to like, take their geriatric behinds. Go spread some legs, go do some procedures, some pap smears, deliver some babies, because clearly they're not delivering on the show whatsoever. Dr. Heavenly, I love you to death, but your mouth is gonna get your ass whooped sometimes, and you might want to check that. Listen to Dr. Daddy. He's trying to save your life. He's giving you good advice. Contessa. If you like it, I love it. Continue building your body. Stop taking the steroids. Let Scott wear the pants in relationship. And Anila, Anila, I'm gonna need you to step it up, and you need to start giving these broads hell, because they're gonna keep picking at you. So you might as well. And Quad, with her long ass, all my life I had to fight monologues. Yes, she did it your way. I don't believe she slept with a contractor. I would love to believe Quad has more class than that, but if she did, so what? She a grown woman. Nobody's paying her taxes, her bills. She's doing all that herself. So live your best life, Quad. And yeah, like, who else we miss? Audra, do better, because clearly you failed as a friend of, and I hope they don't give you a stethoscope for next season of Married to Medicine.
Listen, you know what? I'm trying to give Audra another chance. Audra is pretty. I think newbies, they do have a hard time trying to fit in. But Audra needs to stop phaedering us, right? Because you've been pregnant. And you wanted to try to play with us like you wasn't pregnant until you got married, but we're not stupid. Now we're going to count the months and the days when we hear this baby is born, and we're going to figure this thing out, Audra.
She had a boy.
She had a boy.
Yeah.
Okay, Seaver. As far as Audra was concerned, she did get married earlier during like the pandemic, but after they just got a courthouse
You
wedding.
are correct.
This year
You are
wedding,
correct.
that they talked about them getting remarried was more for everybody else and more for the families who all were not able to come because of COVID. So therefore, this year with her getting pregnant was not that okay. This wedding that we heard about was the first time. I think they were what 2 years, almost 3 years
Hold
within
on,
their
hold on, hold
marriage.
on, hold on, Angel Eyes, because you know what? I'm going back in my head now. At the when that erotic, whoever she was, Taylor, Toya, whatever, was there, she said, "Who has the youngest marriage?" They said us, 25 days. Now see, no, son
They
ain't
said
right.
25. They said 25 days, based on what they shown or based on what they had, but they have to, based on what was said, on Dr.
Didn't they have
Heavenly's
like 3 ceremonies or something?
podcast. Um, they were married during, according to Dr. Heavenly, and after according to what she said, they were married before, and this year was just a thing for everybody else, and that is what they said during, and that there was
They
message.
favoring us. They favoring us. Son ain't right.
Yeah.
Son ain't right.
Anyway, but anyway, just let me give my quick comment on everybody
Yes.
else, and I'm outie.
Okay.
Dr. Heavenly, as usual, her mouth, yes, I understand that, but at the same time, if you know the nature of the beast, stop putting pork chop in front of a tiger. She gonna eat it. Don't put the meat in front of the tiger. She gonna eat it because you do not put a cat in charge of a butcher shop. Please, no, it ain't gonna happen. Um, for Quad, I need Quad to stuff her acting a little more like Marlo because she came across like a little bully on,
Mm-hmm.
season, which was a little outside of her, because I really never saw her as a bully, but she really showed up on, for this season like a bully. And I'm glad that Toya found her voice. I just hope that she find her legs to stand and to give her voice a bigger presence to knock down everybody that keep coming at her and keep coming at her because she has been quiet, like she said, for 9 years when it comes down to quad. But she also need to have the same energy for Dr. Heavenly when Dr. Heavenly hits her. She needs to find that energy as well. Jackie, yeah. Simone, yeah. Moving right along. They need to be recast. Bring somebody else. Funky, bring somebody else. I understand why they're there, but at the same time, we need to slowly move someone in to move them out. So I'm hoping that Audra might be one, that actually fits and flows in and just bring a new dynamic and probably also give someone else, I mean, to bring another body in where they won't have to be poking at Anila. And I need Anila to drink some black Kool-Aid, please, girl. Drink some black Kool-Aid. You need to learn how to read the peoples. You need to know how to read the people. She better call Kenya.
She
And I
better go for it. But listen, we're about to close out, but hold on 1 second. Audra married 25 days and refrained from sex 30 days plus before marriage, 30 days before the marriage ceremony, but she walked down the aisle pregnant. I'm trying to tell you, what's that picture?
This is Audra and her dude. They got married on January 8th, according to her
Instagram.
Yeah, and this looks like a totally different ceremony than the one we may have seen on
It
TV.
does. It does.
So maybe, and I heard they were having like three ceremonies, like traditional, after weddings. So,
but again, though, why did she tell us 25 days on the TV?
Like that's, yeah.
That like 25 American days. The 25 American days.
Y'all gonna get out of here. Don't do that. Don't do that. But listen, guys, I gotta go. I love y'all. I had a ball. See you tomorrow night for Love and Marriage Huntsville for whoever's coming through. Thank you again, everyone. Listen, Curves has a channel. Check her out. Okay, just like why your name is not showing there, Curves?
I don't know the words. There it goes.
Oh no, it's there. It's there. Just like you see her name on the screen there, that's how you can go to Curve's channel, everybody. So support. Don't forget to hit that like button as you go out. And if I see you tomorrow night, I'll be happy to see y'all. Talk soon. Bye.
Bye.